What up? Hold on. Nah, not for the most part. Sun kind of contained right now. Behind the clouds. We is not gonna complain. Definitely ain't gonna complain right now. I won't complain, but when I just wanna thank you, Lord. I won't complain. I God good, ain't he? All the time, all the time. What? God good. Just out here relaxing right now. But I want to talk about the stream, man. You know what I'm saying? As y'all can tell by the title, it's called Unity. Right now, we're in a country right now that's divided. You know what I'm saying? And don't get it twisted. This get off me. This ain't no unity where we just got to be all we just let's get along, everybody. Don't say nothing like no. This is unity when I'm talking about us as a people. Now I stand with everybody. You feel me? Like I said, I be unified with a lot of people, any culture, any race. You know what I'm saying? But I said, but when it come to us as black folk, we definitely got to stand together. This stuff getting crazy. Uh, yeah, I get it. I'm from South Carolina, so I almost horrendous today. Yeah, y'all about the beach, ain't y'all? Like where's the Myrtle Beach? Myrtle Beach over. I feel like everybody from North Carolina or South Carolina, like, what is in that state, bro? Like, what do y'all be over on? Uh, I miss you dropping. Get off me, buzz. Hold on. Said miss you dropping vids. Help me get through some dark time. Real talk, for real. You watch the vids and all of that, bro. That's what's up, man. I didn't even know I was even influencing people like that, man. Like I said, I ain't no preacher, I know pastor, I know life coach, I health coach, I know, you know what I'm saying? I just be dropping vids. I miss doing them too, man. You know what I'm saying? Some part of me misses doing them, but a lot of the audience, man, the people that I got is not the people I wanted, you know what I'm saying? And then on top of it, it's just like I just felt like I'm not even really supposed to be doing too much of that, you know what I'm saying? It was never to do long term, you know what I'm saying? It's supposed to do for a short period of time, but uh, eventually I might start something up again, you know what I'm saying? Like I just don't want to do it over here no more. I don't want to do any of that over here. Because a lot of these people over here and they be weird. You know what I'm saying? People don't care about none. These are people that I can't help, man. I can't help a whole bunch of weirdos. You know what I mean? Just people don't want to learn. Ouch, get on my ear. Buzz. People don't want to learn nothing, man. They don't care about nothing. So it's hard to even talk to people. They just want to be entertained. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to entertain people like that. I been want to talk about real serious topics, like bring people good, funny times. Like I said, we throw jokes and we have a good time. You know what I'm saying? I be looking for people like that, man. But you got a lot of sensitive weirdos. You know what I'm saying? I got a sensitive crowd over here. People stupid. So, but but yeah, I was thinking about dropping one more, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been thinking about it, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. That's why I said, like, even with this unity thing, man, like, trying to, you know, us as people, man, us as black folk, man, like, we got to learn to stick with each other, man. And not necessarily saying, like I said, when I say that, I'm not saying, like, we got to be around each other all day or marry each other all the time. It's like, but we got to learn to stop fighting each other, dude. You feel me? Like, this war between black men and black women and you know what I'm saying, certain black people versus other black people and dealing with Negroes in our society, like we gotta stop this stuff, dude. 'Cause this is getting like embarrassing. You feel me? And that's why I said, like, right now is not the time to be divided, man. Like, what's going on in the world, man? And you got a bunch of crazy nut jobs and people out here doing what they doing. I said, bro, I wouldn't be playing right now. You know what I'm saying? I said, well, how they treating our people and how they doing us. I said, bro, I don't think right now is the time to be in the comments fighting each other. This ain't no time for no spiritual weirdos. This ain't no time for no being deep and then thinking you better because you were black in California. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man, we don't do that stuff. I said, I don't like that stuff, bro. We got to stop this and start trying to find some unity with each other. You know what I'm saying? Because I said right now we in a very divided nation, bro, where people just hate you. You know what I'm saying? For no reason. And I said right now it's not the time to be lollygagging. You know what I'm saying? And want to be bitter over stupid stuff and who's better and black women say this and black women said that and black men said this and black men said it. Like we need to stop this stuff, dude. Because now it's getting to the point where I said this stuff is starting to become like an obsession. You know what I'm saying? And I said it just keeps proving time and time again, man. Black folk won't stand with each other on nothing, man. You can't get a nigga to stand with nobody on nothing. They just always gonna fight everything. You feel me? I said we need to start doing better, man. Got to start doing better. Oh, thanks. Switch it up. I said, man, listen, we love all peoples, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very multicultural person, bro. I love all people. You know what I'm saying? I'm good anywhere I go, boy. Like I said, I hang with my white folk, I hang with my my black folk, I hang with my Chinese, I hang with my Mexicans, especially Mexicans, bro. I'll be around them because I'm in San Antonio, it's mainly Mexican. So I'm around them probably the majority of the time. You feel me? Doesn't mean I'm Mexican, don't mean I want to be. It just means those are usually the demographics I'm around. You know what I'm saying? Whatever demographics I'm around, I'm adapt to. You feel me? I got respect for all peoples, but I said, but we got to learn how to stay in unity and love each other. You feel me? Like I said, when I first did this channel, man, this channel, it wasn't get off me. This channel wasn't for just black folk. You know what I'm saying? This channel was for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like it was really, it was. I was trying to reach a certain demographic of people at first. You know what I'm saying? So I was trying to reach, like little younger black youth. You know what I'm saying? But then I was like, it wasn't just for them. It was just mainly trying to target them because I'm like, they need to hear a lot of what I'm saying. But I said, but the channel is for anybody of any color. I felt a lot of people of all colors, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really care about that. But then you got people come over here, man. They want to make it to all black. Like, say no, all black channel. Like, nah, man, this helps anybody that needs to know this, man. When we doing a men's mental health awareness month, we ain't just doing it for us. We doing it for all men that's dealing with mental health. That's what we doing. You know what I'm saying? I said this is important. This is a global scale. This is important on all scales. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, stay on San Antonio back. Get off me. 2009. A word. San Antonio, a nice city, man. It's just hot. It just gets hot, bro. Like it's ain't a place you want to be joking around. Like I said, I made the channel, man, for everybody, man, that wanted to, that needed some motivation, man, and some encouragement. Because, like I said, a lot of people don't get that in their everyday daily life. You know what I'm saying? And then they feel like that people don't care about them. And some of them don't be lying. That's why I said some of them don't be lying, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said, like, bro, I just wanted to have a platform, man, where everybody can feel, you know what I'm saying, welcome. Feel like there's somebody understand them. You know what I mean? And I said, you know me, I'm not even the person, man. Again, I don't like to talk about these topics, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm non-political no more. I used to be very political. I'm not no more. But that's just some stuff you can't help but call out, man. That's some stuff you can't help but just be like, bro, this is wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I don't devote my platforms to that type of stuff. I don't post a lot of this, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, no, we need to start calling out a lot of these topics, man. You know what I'm saying? As I said, I'm not a biased person, bro. I'm very fair. I call out white people, I call out black people, I call out men, and I call out women. I call my own stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to start being fair. You know what I mean? Those are just the that's just the stuff that's just how I am, man. I can't be two faced. I don't like to be two faced. So get off me. Hold on, y'all. Freaking Buzz, man, keep bothering me. Buzz keep bothering me and stuff, man. Dang. Oh snap. Hold on. Can't walk in the street here. Get ran over. Uh, that's why I said, man, this stuff is getting old, man. We gotta keep talking about this color stuff and this racist and stuff like that. This stuff is really old now. It's like, are we still here? 20, I was at 2016. 2026. Stuff is just getting atrocious now, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I said as much as people like me don't see the color stuff, I don't really care about that. It don't mean that everybody else don't. You know what I'm saying? We're dealing with a country and the enemy, man. It just this is what they think about all day. It's this obsession. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said the truth. The truth sometimes is gonna make people uncomfortable, bro. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like when we talk about white folk doing what they're doing, does that mean we talking about all white folk? No, of course not. And I said the ones that know, they're not gonna get uncomfortable about because they know, like, hey, you're right. Like some of this white folk be tripping. When we talk about black folk doing what they doing, does that offend us? No, because we know that's just some niggas in our race that do what they do. You feel me? We got to start calling out the ones, man, that's making us look bad. You know what I'm saying? The whole goal at the end of the day, man, is unity. You know what I'm saying? We can't achieve unity until we deal with the knuckle dragons. We deal with the ones that doing what they doing. And this is what the U.S. government do, man. This is what the powers that be do. They want to keep us distracted by some color and some race, and you know what I'm saying? Somebody white said it is, somebody black said it is. You know what I'm saying? And that stuff is important. It is important. But I said, but the whole goal is what they don't want us to do is go against them. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that movie Bugs Life, right? And I told him, he said, you let one of them stand up to us, that means they all stand up to us. What did Hopper do? Hopper was keeping them oppressed, man. Was keeping them realizing that even though the grasshoppers now are small in numbers, the ants was the ones that outnumbered them, but they was keeping them psychologically stuck. Because he said if you let one stand up to you, they all gonna stand up to you. And that's where they got us in this state of mind where, like I said, we outnumber them 15-1. That's why they want to keep us split off. And, they said this about black people and they said it about white people. Then you got whites and blacks going there to fighting and don't realize your true enemy is the powers that be. The real principalities, man, those be the real enemies of everybody. U.S. government ain't friends with nobody, dude. And I said, but they keep us fighting to keep us from realizing the rights that we got and the unity that we can have. You know what I'm saying? I said, sometimes you got to just call this stuff out, man. You know what I'm saying? This is the world that we live in. It's very uncomfortable, but I said, but sometimes the truth is uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? So stuff gets a little wild, you know what I'm saying? But that's just how it goes sometimes, you know what I mean? I said nobody wants to spend their whole life fighting stupid stuff, you know what I'm saying? As I said, I don't want to fight people, man. They be my brothers. You know what I'm saying? They be my brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? But they trying to push this civil war on us, man. They trying to push this vision amongst the nations. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, man, like I said, you just get tired of it because you like, bro, I'm so tired of hearing the same crap over and over again. It's the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, do we want to go through this? No, of course not, bro. I don't think anybody really wants to go through this stuff, but there are some people who just don't care, bro. I'm trying to tell you, some people just do not care. They do not care, bro. They don't care. So that's why I said sometimes you got to call out the bigotry, man, the hypocrisy, the racism, the hatred. You know what I'm saying? Like the prejudiceness. You got to call that out. I figure out why my people's here. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Stuff just gets ridiculous, man, over time. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said, man, I wish we could have number unity, man, but there's just some people who just don't care. They just not gonna do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have to deal with the ones that won't do the right thing. It's making it hard for us. You know what I'm saying? As I said, I do not think that it's fair that the ones who don't do nothing is the ones that suffer, the ones that got to pay the price. You know what I'm saying? We just saw today where that it was a missing black kid, what's his name? Nolan something, teenager. He was around these white kids, went missing. They just found his body today. And one of the boys' mamas is a lawyer, Our judge, he lowered up real quick. Like, why you lowering up, bro? What you do? And I said, see, that's the type of, and that's why I said that's the type of stuff right there. And as much as Negroes want to get on the block and throw up some signs and throw up, this is crip block. Ain't gonna be no sliding. Ain't gonna be no justice. They don't outrage him enough. This is why I told you. This is the problem I got with the gangs. This is the problem I got. I don't think that the gangs are necessarily a bad thing when they because I again they was all organizations at first to fight for people. But the way that they use their structure and their power, I said, this is what I have an issue with. And this is why they keep us fighting, because they know you're gonna kill each other. You're not gonna stop nothing that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Stuff keeps happening. And there have been no slides yet. There have been no retaliations. There have been no justice served. There's been nothing. Because you ain't gonna do nothing about it. And that stuff is crazy. And this is why I say I don't like to associate with people, man. Again, if you think killing your own kind is gangster, like I said, I don't associate with you. That's nothing gangster about that. That's actually very messed up. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to your people, you ain't gonna slide, you ain't gonna avenge them, you ain't gonna get no justice. And you're dealing with an enemy who thinks that this is okay. It's okay to keep killing us. It's okay to keep hanging us. You know what I'm saying? They gonna get on the news and post it a couple more times and throw up their fists a couple of times. They ain't gonna do nothing about it. This is what I have an issue with. I said y'all so quick to pull the trigger on each other, but you won't pull the trigger on somebody who needs it. On somebody trying to lynch a black woman, but you want to pull the trigger on a nigga because he wear a different color. Because he on the opposite side of the block from you. Some raggedy, ranky dang hood that white people own in the first place, you don't even own it. And you are so ready to pull a trigger on somebody over a block you don't even own. I'm from a hood called Shepherd Square in Louisville, Kentucky. Shepherd Square don't even exist no more. As much as everybody talk about that's blood territory, well, guess where they at now? Nowhere over there. They done knocked it down. I told the Negroes for years they gonna knock it down. No, they ain't gonna never tear it down. Guess what they did? Tore it down. Tore it down. How many of our black brothers and sisters died over there for nothing? All hoods all over America, man. Negroes dying like flies, man. How much avenging have you done? And then when the people that own it decide that they tired of it, they won't sell it, guess what they do? Kick y'all out. You go to that place now, you wouldn't even be able to tell there was a hood over here. They don't fix it up, painted it up. And then guess what happened? The white people come in, or the Indians come in, or the Koreans come in, everybody come in and move right there. Shepherd Square, no more. Feature Terrace, no more. Clarksdale, no more. Iroquois, no more. These are all the projects that I named. The last projects we got like it, we got hoods, but the last projects we got is Park Duval. And not Park Duval, but is it Park Duval? No, it's Park Hill. Park Hill is gonna be the last one to go. And they finna get rid of you Negroes too. Every time you don't, again, you won't do right by your people. So right won't be done to you. And I said, I love how we got a bunch of people that want to slide the block, man. They want to claim a hood or a section. And we forgot to take care of our people. We forgot to protect the women and the children. Like I said, the Bible literally tells us, take care of the orphans and the widows. Don't make orphans and widows. You can't take care of the people that you're killing. You an orphan maker and a widower maker. That's what you are. I said, man, I know we dealing with a lot of stuff that's going on. What's up, Natural? I'm going on with us, but I said, what's going on in the world? But I said, man, we got to deal with our people because it's like, bro, you can't get a tap dancer to wake up for nothing. I get tired of seeing this. It's like, dude, you think we on one accord one time, man, one time, and they go get some tap dancer to get us all off. They go get an ignig to go say something. Everybody lose their mind. And then you go right back to shooting each other. You go right back to harming the black women, though, the ones that y'all care about so much, right? The ones you care about so much, the ones that you couldn't date no other race but them. I said, but why? I said, you know what makes you a traitor? As much as they want to act like a Negro dating a white woman is a traitor, what makes you a traitor is when you hurt black women and that's your type. I would rather date a Chinese or a white woman or whoever before I lay a finger on a black woman than to date a black woman and kill her, to beat her. How you love your people and you beating your woman? They shooting black women like they shooting black dudes nowadays. Like, how you love your people and you killing them? This is stuff I be this is stuff I be upset about. I'm like, bro, y'all claim to be a ethnicity. I said, no, you ain't black. Black folk don't kill they own. That's why I said, because we got to deal with so many white people. And so I said, you know who we got to deal first with? You niggas. That ain't just me saying it. Even Dr. Umar said it. He said, I can't psychologize y'all Negro. He said, we're going to have to deal with y'all because y'all going to make it hard. We all trying to get to the promised land, but we got a couple of Negroes in here. We got a couple of people who just won't do the right thing. You're making it hard, man, for everybody, for everything. Can't have black excellence, man, and you shooting black women with strollers? Black woman can't even walk up the street with her stroller and her kid because she got to worry about some Negro run up on a sidewalk with a car, trying to get away, trying to get on a high-speed chase. Don't ran a 1-year-old over. Don't even care. That stuff happens. Crazy. They really are. And that's why I said, I'm like, this is why I said I don't necessarily have a problem with some of the gangs because, like I said, they were the forefront when it came to being the army for the black folk. They got off, but I said, but at one time they was the forefront. I'm selling my teeth. There we go. I'm selling my teeth. And I said, now I'm traded on their people. And I understand there's a system in play. Don't get me wrong, y'all. But I'm like, but still, the system got to end. This is 40 years of slaughtering Negroes. This is 40 years of shooting black kids, man, black women, black mothers. Like, we gotta get tired of this stuff, man. It just show you right there. It don't matter what going on in the world. You always gonna have some ignig throwing up colors, throwing up sets. You can get a lot of white people going against their people. They stand up against their people when it comes to this type of stuff. You can't get a Negro to stand for nothing. You get tired of this stuff. You love black people, you killing black women. I said, nah, you won't love your people. You shooting black children. And like I said, they know people be innocent. It's one thing, which not a good thing, but it's one thing if it was an accident. Oh my God, I accidentally hit somebody, hit the wrong person. They know they accidentally hit the wrong person. They don't even care. It's a new generation of savages. They still don't even care no more. They don't care that they sprayed up the wrong house. They don't care that they hit up the wrong mama, which is even crazy to say that. They don't care if they shot somebody's son, somebody's 1-year-old kid. They don't care. They call it a casualty of war. You just happen to be standing there. That's the way they look at it. It's very hard to prove that Black Lives Matter, man, if it don't matter to you. We sitting here trying to stand for something right, and we got an idiot like you running around doing what you doing. You made it very hard, man, for us. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said we're gonna have to deal with you shrewdly. And I said, as bad as they be, I said the parents, the mothers that be raising these little monsters, I said you just as bad as them too. See, the mothers like that, they don't speak for black women. They don't. Black women don't act like that. They don't raise their children like, no. Black women raise their kids. These high yellow fella coons, I like, no. They don't speak for our people. That's why I say this is why I tell y'all this is important. As much as they be like, well, now's not the time to be divided. Ain't no division. This is being real. This is calling out the foolery. Because if we go to war with some of these people tomorrow, if we go to war with the U.S. government tomorrow, we go to war with whoever's trying to do us ill will. How are we gonna do that if we can't deal with the people that's making it hard for us? When we was out there dealing with when we was out there in the BLM and stuff, I said, bro, they didn't have to send a white supremacist to do what they was doing. They didn't have to send a white mass shooter. They didn't have to send the FBI. Do you know what they did? Got one of your niggas. They got one of your own people to do it. We always had an ignig out there that couldn't stand the fact that they was getting no attention. They fighting over who gonna lead the march, who's the leader, who's in charge. I don't like what you said. They trying to fight out there in the street, and we trying to march, stand in unity. These niggas chose the right time to fight. I said, oh, nah, man. I remember I told y'all the whole time the FBI was on top of the roof. Y'all, the National Guard and the FBI was on top of the roof, spying on us, looking at us. And I know on the top of the roof, they was like, boy, look at these niggas. Look at them. Can't even stand in unity one time. Look at them out there trying to fight. That looks bad. And I said that really pissed me off. Cause I said, see, you can't stand with nobody on nothing one time. You can't stand on one time. And then you wonder why our cause ain't taken seriously. We wonder why we can't get nowhere. And I said, we look at these type of people. I said, these are our representation. These are the people who think they, oh, shoot. These are the people who think that they speak for us. You feel me? This stuff is mad obnoxious. Dog is up, man. Like, here's Young Miami about her new song, Stand Up. Yeah, I heard that little stupid song. This song sucks. This is the stuff that people like. That's why I said the music ain't even music no more. I'm like, bro, this freaking sucks. This is the stuff you listen to. I'm like, bro, this is no talent. This is literally no talent. It's dog, y'all. I said, literally no talent, man. That stuff is crazy. So that's why I said, I'm like, but these are the representations of us. These are the representations of my people. So when they hear black folk, they think, oh, this is people that act like it. Like, no, we don't do this. And then by this being a black woman, whenever you say something against one of them, say, oh, you hurt, you offend one of us, you offend us all. No, 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 no. There are those that say they are, but they're not. Everybody's not us, dude. That's why I'm trying to tell y'all, stop defending every Negro y'all see. Like, no, some people are just they are a tool, man, of white supremacy. They are a tool to keep us stuck. People so quick to see the color thing, they have no idea what people are doing behind the scenes. I don't care about you being no black man. Like, bro, if you killing black women and children, then you ain't one of us. If the police happen to pull you over and choke you out, you think we gonna be marching for you? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's why right now I said now the police is needed for some of you niggas. The police is needed for some of y'all. That's why they patrol our communities because some of you little monsters is out here. It's one thing when you're hurting each other. It's another thing when you're hurting innocent people who ain't did nothing to you. What you running up, checking up on a black woman for? You gonna check a black woman out of her business? A woman that you know you bigger than. Gonna run up on a 7-year-old girl and assault a 7-year-old girl. Like, nah, the police is needed for you. But see, they don't want to do their job, come get you niggas. They want to come and mess with the innocent, the people that ain't did nothing. So I said, so now we gonna have to deal with you. That's why I said we got to take our communities back. We got to police our own people now. From you niggas. How about white men? No, you want to? I said, well, you know, one thing I know about white men, they too scared to come where you at. Guess who you got to deal with on the daily? You niggas. These niggas have no shame. They will gang rape stuff. They do not care. They got no shame. And you think we gonna let you live? We killing you immediately on site. You just as bad as a white supremacist because you don't like your people neither. It's one thing to sell dope, and you know what I'm saying, you trying to make ends meet. It's another thing when you want to just cause havoc. We got monsters out here, man. Monsters. These niggas be registered sex offenders. They be gangsters talking to 13-year-old little girls. They 20s. Talking to minors. Your daughters. And then when he go get popped, rightfully so, he go get popped. And then he was a black man that was like, man, I don't care about that nigga. If the police did come and knock him upside the head with the flashlight, you think I'm gonna be throwing him my fist for dude? No, I'm not. But he ain't one of us. I told you, man, the world is tired of man. I told you every ethnicity is tired of each other. Every ethnicity is tired of their own kind. I'm telling you. I've never seen an epidemic of white people tired of more white people than I've seen. Mexicans are tired of Mexicans, black people tired of other black people. Like, well, we are just everybody's tired of their own kind because he got people just doing stuff. We got to take our people back. We got to take our streets back, man.
We can't fight an enemy. And we ain't even, like I said, the Bible says, how you gonna deal with the horsemen? You can't deal with the footmen. How we gonna deal with the powers that be? We can't even deal with our own Negroes in our community. We can't even deal with the people that next door to us. You got cousins, killer cousins now, man. You can't deal with them. I'm definitely all for BLM, man. I'm definitely all for marching, man. When they do something brutal, they just shot a 1 year old baby in Mississippi. Like, bro, that's brutal. I'm definitely for that. I'm like, bro, that's wrong. We gotta say something about that. But I said, but it's wrong when we do it too. Negroes do drive-bys, hit 3 year olds all the time. You niggas don't say nothing about that. I said, no, no, it's just as wrong when we do it too. We ain't gonna play no favoritism here. G, they gonna be favoritism. Like, no, ain't no favoritism, dude. I take BLM very seriously because I don't just mean it when it comes to white people. I mean it when it comes to us too. BLM don't matter if we don't care about each other. That's how dare some of you niggas get in white people face, want to get in every other ethnicity face and try to make them respect you. You don't even respect your own people. You got killers in your family. That's why I said this is where the unity come in. We need a bunch of people that think like me, and let's go do something about this situation. This is why people be thinking I'm a joke. This is why we think we a joke because we don't take nothing serious. That boy you killed could have been somebody daddy, could have been a doctor or a lawyer. But he could have went to barber school, man. Could have changed the world. Could have did all type of stuff. Could have ran his own business. And because he got a little bit more money than you, while he wear a different color, or he step on your shoes, now you won't kill him. That's why I said we gonna do some of you niggas in too. I don't got no more mercy or compassion for people no more. I said I'm tired of a bunch of you niggas. I'm tired of people just take this silly. Tired of it. I'm just a person again. I don't play the colorism stuff. I don't care about nobody when it comes to that time. I don't care about nobody. I said no. Y'all want to do evil, white, black, whatever you want to do, evil to people. I said we're gonna go ahead and deal with you. This is what we got to do. But that loud cars, bro, that stuff is crazy. That's why I said everybody's tired of their people, man. They tired of it. I done seen a lot of white people fight their people, man, because they tired of the bigotry, the racism, the hypocrisy. They tired of the hatred. They tired of it. You got a lot of people like me that have to go against our people, man. We got to fight our people all the time because we got people that just acting funny. You got Mexicans, they got to fight their people. Hispanics got to fight their people, man. Koreans got to fight their people. Asians got to fight their own. Everybody's tired of this. The new generation is people that usually don't really care. So they just like, hey man, leave us alone, bro. They going against their granddaddy and their parents them because they the ones that keep these ideologies alive. Racism is only kept alive. Nobody's born like this. Nobody's born with some, oh, I don't like you because you're a different color. People don't care about that. Racism is taught. I've heard some former racists. They was like, bro, they said I didn't know what I was doing was wrong. They said this is just the way I was raised. They said, hey, I was around, like I said, I grew up white. Wasn't many black people where I was from. They said we was taught not to like people that didn't look like us. They said we didn't know what we was doing was wrong. We just thought that's just how it was. That's why they change and they get saved and they start realizing, like, oh man, it's different now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know this. Ouch. Getting tired of seeing that, man. Got all these Negroes, they put them on a shirt. All our future black civilization, man. You're killing them all. That's why I said we're gonna deal surely with some of these racist white folks doing what they don't know. As I said, I'm gonna deal with you Negroes first. I'm gonna deal with y'all first. Because we got to deal with you daily. You are in our communities, man, our shopping centers, our properties. People, kids got to go to school with y'all monsters, man. They got to walk through to the bus stop where y'all patrolling the block. People got to deal with you all the time. Most of the reason some of these kids join gangs and stuff is because they got jumped on their way to school. Negroes won't leave them alone. They get jumped on their way. I remember my homie, man, he was a former Crip. He said, bro, I ended up joining the Crips. He said, because I was on my way. I think he was on his way to school one time. And he got jumped and beat up in the alley. He said, bro, they beat him unconscious in the alley, took his shoes and everything for no reason. He from New York. Just they just mess with dudes for no reason. People just do this stuff. And then these be the same type of Negroes I want to somebody's stuff, and then we kill one of them, and then they want, oh, well, you didn't have to shoot him. Oh, well, he was our son. Oh, well, you didn't have to be like that. I said, no, little Negro got his just deserves. He got his just due. He finally got his just due. That's why you deal with it at the root. Because they think, well, if I can beat up on you, then what's gonna stop me from robbing you? Robbing you. If I can rob you, and I can rape you. I can do all types of stuff. It's people don't have no limit no more. We got psychos out here, man. We got psychos out here doing what they doing. And then somebody pop one of your psychos, and you think we gonna care? I don't care about that nigga. Care about him. Mm. Yeah. And that's why I said, see, the gangs at first, the gangs was meant to protect us from them, from the police that was corrupt, from the mobs, or the KKK, or the white supremacists, or the government. That's what it was meant for. Now we got gangs to protect us from us. Now we got to get jumped in to protect us from that over across the block. It's crazy. That's why I tell them, I say, you know what, y'all big talk. Y'all big talk. You LA gang members, you Chicago bangers, y'all New York niggas. I said, all y'all big talk. What is the last white supremacist you ran up on? What is the last racist person you ran up on that you have them in fear for their life? Name one. Silent. Can't say nothing. What's the last police officer that you scared? You can't name it. You can't name it. They must be bragging about how many bodies they got. We got a bunch of King Vons out here. I said, okay, well, how many people have you called bodies with that side? How many? If one thing somebody say, yeah, I got 12 KKK members under my belt. I don't hear one of them say that. I don't hear none of that. Let me talk about a former vice lord or a GD. Oh my God, yeah, I kill him. I hate all of them. I kill him. Put him on a shirt. Split his wig. They got all type of terms they name it. I don't see you splitting no white supremacist wig. That was 400 of them out there marching around. They KKK Confederate flags. You ain't sure one time to split one they wig, but you won't come and split our wig now. That makes perfect sense, right? I said, I know why you do it because it's an easy target. Because we easy. We in your community, so you ain't got to go nowhere. You probably ain't got no cars, so you ain't got to go nowhere. So you gonna harass us because we just happen to be right there. And they don't took they don't took, like I said, they don't took the black organization seriously. Where it's just like, oh well, cause we black, they won't do nothing to us. Like, bro, we will stick you in the ground too. We don't care. You're not black. You ain't one of us. See, when we say BLM, we ain't talking about you. We ain't talking about your type. We talking about people like us. They be the worst people trying to judge people. Then these little niggas want to break in our house, and then we kill them, and then say, then it's gonna be very hard to say Black Lives Matter. Like we representing a righteous cause, and we had to take one of you out. We be doing what we doing because we be trying to prevent ourselves from hurting one of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mm. Oh, listen, there's a lot of reasons, dude. A lot of reasons. That's how we got all these diss tracks. Negroes ain't from 63rd, man. You wearing blue red. They talking about some stupid stuff. That was only one rapper that I seen. What's up, man? That was only one rapper that I seen that actually went against the KKK. That was Finesse Two Times. Finesse Two Times got a pendant. He was a rapper from Memphis. Memphis, they heavy. They Tennessee, they got a lot of them racist Confederates out there. But he got a pendant where he got like 3 KKK members hanging. And he said he's facing backlash. People like, backlash from who? The Klan? Who would be offended over that? And he said, I got this pendant because it's what they did to my people. He said they hung my people, so I got a pendant of me hanging them. And people got offended. I said, we know the people who got offended. We know the people who got offended. I'm not offended by that. Are y'all offended by that? Because I don't know anybody to be offended by that. The ones trying to hang everybody is hanging on the pendant, and you offended by that? I said, yeah, the Secretary of State in the White House got offended at that. I said, bro, that's the stuff they get mad at. That's the only rapper I really seen go against them. The only rapper that I seen that just don't care about neither side. I said, but all them other ones, you can't tell them nothing. I stopped seeing all these niggas like, bro, you niggas are mad corny. Y'all all corny, man. Niggas want to represent Inglewood and Crenshaw and Slauson. And ain't did enough for their people one time, man. Nigga talking about a block and this and that and this and that. You ain't split on one of these white people yet. LAPD is one of the most corrupt PDs of all time. Y'all ain't did nothing when it came to them, but y'all want to kill y'all. Like, you niggas is weird, man. I don't got no respect. I don't got no respect for a gangbanger, man. They can't do nothing for they. I said, this is why white people can do what they do. Because they know when they show up, y'all ain't gonna do nothing about it. Some of you ain't gonna do nothing about it. That's why these be the ones gonna pull out their phone and record. Oh man, see, look at this, man. This ain't right, man. I swear, cuz on the set, man. This ain't right, man. They called us niggers and all. But I'm like, well, no, keep that same enemy with the energy with the blood. You was ready to shoot the blood. You got no problem pulling out a pistol and shooting your arms, but you got a problem when it comes to one of them. If these are the people that's supposed to have our back when this stuff goes down, we doomed. We are doomed. There's a handful of us that'll go there, that'll take it there. I said, but you would think as many of us as there is, you would think we all would take it there, right? Nah. Some people don't have the wherewithal to do that. You know what I'm saying? Well, get off my stuff. Move. Mm. Got some nerve. Well, I said we got a whole bunch of weirdos in our community. We ain't dealing with the street niggas. I guess you can consider family street Negroes. We dealing with the religious Negroes, the ones that won't do nothing for the kingdom, the ones that want to judge their own people and tell everybody that they going to hell. They want to be mad at other black successful pastors and want to be mad at women pastors and all the stupid stuff. I'm just like, bro, you Negroes are useless on all sides, man. We got the most useless people of this generation. Like, oh my God. The gang member could be more influential than some of them. Mm. 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 That's an embarrassment. It really is, y'all. This is an embarrassment. Mm. When I get mad, I stress eat. So yes. Mm. Stuff is crazy. Mm. You think some of the religious people are bought and paid? Absolutely. Absolutely. Remember, I just told you, I said, bro, they don't have to go get a white supremacist or a government or whatever. They go get one of us. They keep these religious nut jobs in our face. They ain't got to pay a Negro. Niggas do it for free. Because this is what they've been doing their whole life. They've been doing this for forever. The Negro will hate you for free for nothing. You know what I'm saying? You got people that hate you now. You don't even know what you did. You don't even did none of them. They're not getting paid to hate you. They just hate you because that's what they do. That's why I said, like we was out there at the BLM. I said, bro, that was a black cop that was undercover. He was a black detective undercover, but he was making like he was with us the whole time. He was one of the, I think he was one of the so-called leaders. He was out there acting like that he was with us. They found out he was undercover. People chased him on the block. Chased him. Because the whole time he looked like he was with us, but he was a house Negro. And that's when I told us, they say, hey, y'all be careful. We got spies in here. We got some spies in here. There are some, man, that would sell their people out, man, for a bag of rice, man. Just cool.
I'm not making this up. I'll give y'all some prime examples. I'll give you some prime examples. Type up Officer Tatum. Officer Tatum. One of the biggest coons, if not the biggest coon I've ever saw. Like, bro, this dude has the most punchable face. It makes you just want to kick him in his face. He's just an ugly nigga. It's always the square, retarded, ugly looking niggas. You can't stand them. I haven't even seen white people rap for Trump as hard as him. I have not. You can't take your hands off a Negro thing, bro. You just always got your hand on somebody's thing. Negroes are so weird. You always grabbing master crotch. Bro, he's the worst, ain't he? He's the worst. He was the only one I saw when speaking of which, that's I think what is that, a year ago? Or 2 years ago? Sonya Massey, the one that said I rebuke you in the name of Jesus and that cop shot in the head. I think that happened today, 2 years ago. Which happens to be the same anniversary, July 6th, which the same day that Philando Castillo got shot back in 2016 by the police. Don't keep happening. And he is the only one, bro. He was sitting there doing the video and he said, see, see, she out boiling water. See, he's like, they had every right to shoot her. You know what I'm saying? He's like, see, that's a threat to their life, blah, blah, blah. It was so bad, yo. I've never seen you always see a lot of white people side with the cops. It was so bad. There was white people in the comments that said, nah, bro, they said this ain't it. They said, bro, I'm full conservative, I'm a full police supporter, but they said, bro, this is wrong. They said this is not funny. This ain't right, bro. Even the white people saw it. Then he was still trying to defend his claim. I said, oh, even the white people who was for the police, these are the ones that think Trump can do no wrong. Even they was like, nah, they said, bro, this is wrong, bro. They said this ain't right. They said, yeah, this is full murder. This ain't right. They said they ain't have to do it like that. I thought I'd never see the day. I thought I'd never see the day they would say that. And he was still just a tap dancing and shucking and jiving. Everybody, I think the Haas twins came out with a video that was like, bro, that's wrong. Most conservative people was like, hey man, this is wrong. He was the only nigga. The only nigga. Still just a tap dancing and now see, well, then he got so much hate and criticism for it, he took the video down. And then you know you're wrong when you do a follow-up video. You know you're wrong when you do a follow-up video. He gonna do a follow-up video. They're gonna do the follow-up video talking about, he said most people was like, well, why'd you take down the post? He said they think I took it down because I was getting so much hate for it. He said, no, I just took it down because, I don't care. I'm like, no, you do care. You do care. That's why you made a follow-up video. And everybody, and his own people was in his comments like, bro, just admit you're wrong. Just you're wrong. Just take the L, brother. You wrong. You know you wrong when your own people turn on you. These are conservative. The ones he was tap dancing for, right? The ones he was tap dancing for. See, a coon would do anything to shuck and jive for their masters. Do anything to make you feel good. They don't want to be accepted so bad. Now look at you. Your own people threw you under the bus. What do you say? Black cop showing out for the white cop. And literally, what it be? You saw that part in Boys in the Hood where Trey got stopped by the black cop. Hate you niggas. Where you from? Inglewood families. So I can't stand you little niggas. Just showing even the white police was like, hey, like, what you doing? Like, checking and driving, tap dancing. I'll give you another scenario that happened. That was back in 2020 in Miami. Police was out there trying to crowd control people or whatever. Tell me why the black cop was going ham. He was the one going ham the most. He didn't have to do that. Nobody was even doing nothing. He didn't have to do that. Okay, what's up, baby? What's up? He was the one trying to fight everything. I'm like, bro, why are you the one going gung ho? We trying to march for you, nigga. He was trying to fight everybody harder than all the other police. All the police just like, hey, get back, get back. Cause what's up? Let's go. I'm like, bro, why you so jumpy for? Get an extra biscuit for dinner time from your master, nigga. Like, why you acting so jumpy for? Now, see, Master said I can stay on PS5 till 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, it's one type of nigga. Oh, no, you can't use that. No, asshole. Master got the best games. Like, what's wrong with this nigga? And that would be the type of dude that if something happened to him, we wouldn't march for him. I mean, just showing out. Just showing out. I said, yeah, I noticed you real funny and bulked up to a bunch of civilians. You wouldn't do that to a bunch of other big niggas. All them gangs in Miami. I noticed Buddy didn't do it to them gangs in Miami. He ain't want to go over with them Puerto Ricans, them Dominicans, them Haitians. He ain't want to go do it to the Haitians. He want to do it to a couple of civilians with signs and skateboards. I said, well, brothers, you kept that same energy when it came to dealing with the niggas in the hood and dealing with the Haitians. I said, yeah, maybe you would have your stuff ready. Maybe you have your community clean up. But he didn't want to go to Little Haiti and keep that same energy because they would turn him into dog chow. Boy, them Haitians will cut you up in 15 pieces. He ain't want to do that. Haitians don't care because you law enforcement. They killing niggas. They do, bro. They kill everything. Haitians are some of the only people I know that kill anything. And they don't care. They got their independence from fighting off the white people with sticks and machetes. Like I wouldn't mess with those people. You were gonna jumping jacks in front of people with signs and stuff. I couldn't have been there, boy. If I had a baseball bat, boy, yeah, your calf muscles ain't that strong, boy. I'll knock your calf out. Hit you in your funny, the thing that the doctor hit and make your leg kick. I'd hit you right there. Oh, my bad knee, my old injury. Like, boy, you ain't as tough as you think. That'd be the same type of nigga that get fired. A scandal happened in the police department. They need somebody to take the fall. He'll get fired. All them niggas are coons, man. Haas twins, all of them coons. That's why I said we gotta deal with the niggas and then we gotta deal with the house niggas. The Negroes that think they them, and then the Negroes who don't care about nothing. We are in between. Do you understand? We in between. No, the Negroes that don't care about nothing. Over there. The Negroes who think they one of them, that's another one. And the spiritual widow niggas. There's a three different type of niggas we gotta deal with. Three. Hey man, that's how I know God is standing with real black folks because we should have been taken out a long time ago. We should have lost our ever loving mind a long time ago because we had to deal with three different sets of niggas. Three different. We just can't win. We can't win. That's why I said I don't care who you are. I don't care about no black, light skin, dark mochato, mocha color latte. I don't care who you is. You can lay down. You can get down with program or you can get down permanently, G. I mean that. I don't care about a nigga in history. I don't care who you is. I'm tired of all y'all. That's why I said, God help me if I ever rule the world, because all you niggas is in trouble. You think I'm playing. That's not a joke. God so help me that if I ever rule the world, or if I ever get into if I ever get into earthly politics and I get 75% of control of the world, all y'all niggas are in trouble. Every ethnicity is going to be in trouble because I'm tired of y'all just want to fight each other over stupid stuff. Everybody gonna get in check. Everybody is going to get in check overnight. You think I'm joking? Well, I'll be like you did out the Prince of Egypt. Remember I told you, he said, there shall be a great cry in Egypt like there shall never been before. Like, you think I'm joking? You think I'm playing? This is how we gonna have to start being in our community, bro. You better get down with the program or you gonna lay down. You better get with us or you gonna get out of us. Killing your kind ain't gangster, boy. If there's one more child being shot, we coming to you. We coming to you. If there's one more black woman getting shot or raped, we coming to you. See, when you keep that same energy that you had out there for them, if you do out there want to run around with your fist outside all day, if you had that same energy for your people too, I said we get somewhere too. We can deal with the white folk and we can deal with you. We can clean up our communities tomorrow. We can do this tomorrow. Got a big old black militia come out there and say, hey, you bring that big old murderer outside, are we coming in there? Mama, you better bring that murderer outside, are we coming in to get you and him? And we would drag his little hindquarters down there to the police station. This is how you get justice in our community. Everybody know who killed who. Everybody know who did the shooting. Everybody know who did this and that. What's up, Mike? Everybody know. Nobody want to step up and say something. So I said it's gonna take us to form our own gang. It's gonna take us to form our own organization where we get justice. and we tell the crazy radical white folk, you better not come in here. What's up, Alexander? What's up? You better not come in here, or we gonna get you, and we gonna tell these niggas, you better not come over here, or we gonna get you too. I think it's about time to pick up where Fred Hampton left off. I think it's about time to pick that up again. This is why, like I said, even though Jeff Ford turned out to be pretty radical, this is kind of why I did like Jeff Ford at first. Militant guy, the one that started the founder of the Black Keystone Nation in Chicago. They were more militant than the Black Panthers. They was murderers. You know what I'm saying? Jeff Ford didn't play when it came to white people. He didn't play when it came to his own kind. He didn't care who he is. We need more people like that. Now he got off. Eventually, he ended up getting off. I said, but when you have the righteous mindset, when you read, like, bro, I'm tired of this. I don't want to see no more black boys being scraped up. I don't want to see no more black kids getting scraped up. I'm tired of this. And this is when we get our militia and we go to all them sets on the corner, all them gang members on the corner. You join us or you lay down. You join us or we gonna put you down. And we mean that. We's about tired of y'all niggas. We's about tired of y'all. As tired as we are, some of white people, we tired of y'all niggas, even more sometimes too. We tired of you too. That's why I say, God help me, boy. Because I'm telling you, if I ever had the power, y'all, there would be no more complaining. There would be no more sensitivity. There would be no more Negroes and racists. There would be no more. No more. That's why God knew not to put me in certain power because he knew Steve would murder everything. Steve would just, like the Bible says, obliterate. What is it? Extremely annihilate, obliterate. Like this is what I would do. Sometimes we go a little too soft on people, man. We just let people just do whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then we be waiting on the law to come get them. The law never gets them. And then we birth a bunch of modern day punishers. The Punisher was only the Punisher because they didn't do nothing about the murder of his family. And the gang members and the criminals was the ones that did it. He didn't go after regular people. He went after the gang members and the ones that's killing everybody. He went after them. I say we need some more modern day Frank Castles. We need some punishers out here. Cause I'm like, bro, we got some people out here just doing some wicked stuff. I saw a dude. That's why I said I follow the dude. He um he got like a Instagram or YouTube now, you know what I'm saying? And I was wondering why he looked familiar. I found out he was the one I checked out from a story a long time ago. He used the internet to type up registered sex offenders and find out where they lived at and beat them with a hammer. All of them. And everybody was like, I see no fault with this man. I see no fault with him. I got his bill money right here. I ain't got no problem with him. I said, brother, you doing the Lord's work. I don't got a problem with you. This is why unity will never be a thing with us, man, if we don't deal with the real. That's why I said we don't deal with the root cause of what's going on. Unity ain't gonna work. We tried that. We tried to stay in unity, man. And every time we get off, some cotton picking nigga always decides it's a great time to talk. I wouldn't be surprised if they government sent, but the government know they ain't got to do nothing because they know this is what niggas do in the first place. We've been fighting each other over stupid stuff for forever. That's why they said, "Oh, you think they paid? Negroes will do this for free. Negroes mess with us our whole life for free. They ain't getting paid to do this. This is their occupation without a form of payment. They just don't care. Negroes hate you and your channel bigger than theirs. They hate you if your name is bigger than theirs. They hate you if you're deep. If God call you more than them, like they just hate you. They can't do what you do and make as much money as you, so then they hate you. You got the good hair as a black woman. They hate you for that. They hate you for anything, man. You in your 50s and 60s and still look good, still look young, and they hate you for that. Negroes will hate you for anything. Negroes hate other Negroes because they got more hoes than them. They got more women than them, and now they hate you for that. They hate you for anything. Don't matter what anything. It doesn't matter. There's no limits when it comes to niggas. They hate you for less. As I said, half of us are dealing with them now and don't even know what we did to them. We didn't even do nothing to them. They just hate you because that's what they do. That's why people are like, well, why would somebody lie on you? Because that's what niggas do. That's what they do. They lie. They cheat. They steal. They slander your name. They throw your name in the dirt. That's what they do. That's why I don't believe in half of the rumors I heard when it comes to other Negroes. I'm like, no, who did you get that from? Another Negro. I think it's ironic that every man of God, every woman of God, every billionaire, millionaire, content creator, sports player, everybody that's doing their thing as a black person, and they always got some dirt on their name. Don't you think it's a coincidence that everybody seems to be in error? Everybody seems to be off. That's what let me know this is a Negro thing. That's what they do. So when I call this type of behavior and this type of stuff, I'm not going against black people because Negroes ain't black people. They Negroes. We got to do something about this, man. Because like I said, you cannot keep people cannot keep burying their kids, man. They cannot keep doing that. Nobody keep doing it. People are having their family members and their children snatched away from them, and I said nobody is doing nothing about it. That's why I said this is not a time to be offended. This is not a time to be sensitive. Get tired of Negroes, man, taking out children, taking out people who ain't even did nothing. Can't even shoot properly, man. You shoot everybody else but the target. You ever see these ring doorbell camera footage? These Negroes will show up to somebody's house and shoot it up. It hit everything but the target. Everything. Whatever happened to the professional hitman type stuff? Like people will sneak up on you and do it. Like they just shooting wildly and open. Don't care. And yet George Zimmerman still breathing. These cops doing what they doing to people. The cop that choked out that choked out Eric Garner still living. We're still breathing. Cal Rittenhouse is still walking the streets, still living, still breathing. They doing what they doing. That's why I said it's mighty funny. Your oppressor still up and breathing. But you got a secret too for your ops. You got a secret too for people who ain't did nothing. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Okay. Don't tell me that ain't white supremacy at its finest. Negroes is white supremacists don't even know it. They don't even know it. That's crazy. Negroes got the nerve to be offended by my delivery. I said I think I would be offended by the dude that shoot black women delivery. I think I'll be offended at the guy that assaults black women and black children. I would be more offended about that. And that's how you know that's a nigga that ain't gonna do nothing for their people or their community. You ain't gonna save them. You ain't gonna do nothing about it. You won't slide for yours. Anybody can do something to your people. You won't slide for them. Keep listening to these MLK niggas. You're gonna keep getting your slaughter, keep getting your hung. I didn't realize MLK was a tool of white people, man. Like he just love and don't say nothing and let them beat you a couple more times and we're gonna demonstrate our love. How many we gonna tell we gonna demonstrate our love? They killing us. Sit there freaking German shepherds on us, man. Sit there biting us in the nooks and crannies. We gotta sit right there and keep just getting tortured like this. Like, nah. I always said that as a kid. I said, boy, I said that advice he gave was baloney. That was baloney. Guess who I had hollering at me? I was a kid and I knew that. I said, bro, that don't even make no sense. Guess who was going against me? A nigga. Well, no, I see you two guys on stands now. See, no, because you can't speak like that. No, because you can't do that there. I didn't even know what a house nigga was at the time, but I knew in my mind. I said, y'all some house niggas. I knew this. I said, so you mean to tell me we got to sit right there and let people beat us and bite us and do nothing about us? I said, no, you got to show them love now. I said, that makes literally no sense. I kept saying, I said, bro, that makes literally no sense. Bro, I was like 5 or 6 years old. I kept saying, I said, that makes no sense. Comes out that I was right. And then they told us how we got our freedom. And I said, well, it's because they just had to change. No, they were going to have to change our heart. We got our freedom when we start laying them down. We got our freedom when we started purchasing automatic rifles and started purchasing handguns. We got our freedom when we started killing them back. See, it ain't funny. When they start dying in record numbers and they realize, man, you can get shot for having a mask on, it ain't cool no more, dude. It was so bad the U.S. government had to step in. And then they start charging all of them with RICOs. Before we got RICOs, before the rappers made RICOs popular, Al Capone was the one that got RICO. They people got RICOs first. They was made because of them. And when the Clarence start getting RICOs and they all start going to prison, now they want to go in hiding. Now they coming back out now, but they want to go in hiding at that time. That's why people think racism died. I know it didn't.
Still here. They just went out there in the mountains. They went out there secretly doing it. They didn't die out. That's how we got our rights. That's how we got our freedom because we had to fight for it and kill for it. Crazy. That's why I said, don't let them think that we just got it because we was just, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, we got it because we had to fight for it. We had to kill for it. What's your thoughts on military service in U.S.? Again, if you military serving in the U.S., I don't think everybody's bad, bro. Every country needs to have a military. Every country needs to have an army. Again, that does not make you a bad person because you served in the United States Marines or the military or something. I said I respect a lot of people that do service. You know what I'm saying? As long as they not over the top, I respect you. That's a lot of people I see that's former Air Force or veterans. I'm like, okay, thanks for the service. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you do need people like that. You do support people who serve in the service. Everybody's not a white supremacist minded person. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you go around killing the innocent people, I said, well, then that's gonna be blood on your hands. I said, but a lot of people they serve because that's just what they do. Just like a lot of police officers, Peter police officers. What is going on over here? It's like a four police car coming out here. Look at this. What is going on right now? At the direction anyway. I get it on camera. Turn the sirens off. It must be close. That's why I tell you, I said, man, just because people serving in the military, it doesn't mean that they bad people. Don't make them bad people. Just like people that work for ICE. Everybody that work in ICE is not bad people. But I said, but it's again, ICE as an organization is not a wrong thing. Every country has their version of ICE. Everybody has to have their immigration police. We get that. It's the way you use it. It's the way you use it. And the way that they're using it right now, they are abusing their power. They are abusing what they should be doing. ICE was never this rampant until this idiot got in office doing what he's doing. And then they're using it to pry people away from their families. They're using it to weaponize against people. Every country has to have their Federal Bureau of Investigation. They got to have their version of the CIA. They got to have their version of ICE. They got to have their version of police. Okay, we get that. It's the way you use it. People are abusing their power, man. You're abusing your power. That's what we telling people. We're not saying it's wrong to be police. We're not saying it's wrong to be in the military. We're not saying it's wrong to work for the government. It's the way that you use your power. That's what we're saying. Everybody's not bad people. But I said, but you got to understand. I said, you working for a corrupt organization. I almost took a job with the FBI. I was gonna be in the FBI, the police force. I was gonna be on the. I was about to apply to the DEA. I was gonna apply to anything for real. They got the DIA, the DEA. I want to apply to CIA. They seem to look advanced. You know what I'm saying? But I said the FBI, not the Secret Service, but the U.S. Marshals. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna apply to all of those. I just knew that wasn't my field. You know what I'm saying? I had to have years of training and a degree, and I had to have years in the field. You know what I'm saying? Of being a street cop, which I don't want to be no street cop. I want to be like the advanced, like the SWAT and stuff like that. I don't want to be no regular street cop. But I just knew that wasn't my field. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make it bad because you go work for them people. But you got a lot of extremists that do. And that's why I said a lot of them, they'll work their way to the top and they'll get a badge because they got bullied in school by somebody black, or they mad because they women going to black dudes or something. They get mad about that. They want to be prejudiced towards us. Like you having a badge is gonna stop somebody from still shooting you. People don't care. How many people in that line of fire lose their life? Like, bro, people lose their life in the government all the time. You do know that's why you think they wear tactical gear? If they wasn't going against people that wouldn't shoot back, I don't think they would wear a bulletproof vest. I don't think that they would come in mobs of 30 deep. They do that because they know they're dealing with an enemy who don't care because you FBI. They will still shoot back. They don't care. You think people care because you in the US government? There is a reason they got on tactical gear. Tactical gear is not for show. Tactical gear is to protect you in case you get shot at, or in case there's explosives, there's all type of debris that people use. There's all types of people do. You have no idea. And I'm gonna tell you who be doing it. I said, bro, do you know who sets explosives? White people. That nigga don't know they don't know how to get his hand on explosives. Niggas don't know what explosives are. White people be the one making bombs and booby traps and all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, just because somebody served in the military, it doesn't mean that they bad people. Don't make them bad people. You know what I'm saying?
But I tell people just be careful because I'm like, you're dealing with a world system, man. It is pretty corrupt. I chose not to be on it because I'm just like, bro, I know what they doing. They against a lot of these people are against Christ, man. They again, and I said I don't want it to ever be if it comes to a time where this stuff gets outlawed. I don't want to be the one in there rounding my people up. I don't want to do that. I already couldn't do it at that time because I said, nah, it's too much of this BLM stuff going on. And I said they can't respect us as people. I said, so I'm not gonna work for your industry. I'm not gonna work for your industry. Because I was about to go be a street cop. I remember I was gonna be a street cop for a little bit. I was about to apply to the sheriff's office because I said, well, I'm a work for them for a little bit so I can get this degree. You know what I'm saying? Then I'll go to I think the nearest job they have none in Louisville, so I was gonna go to Washington D.C. And I said, okay, I'm gonna start planning out my life here. It's back 2019. I said I'm gonna start planning out my life here and figure out what I'm gonna do. And then I saw how they was towards it. And I said, I'm not working for y'all. I'm not going out here working for y'all. You can't respect my people. You can't respect us as people. And I said, right now is not the time to be to be an officer. That's it's very bad. Dealing with the Louisville police, they were the worst police force of all time. I said, they really made you now. I was like, I cannot work with y'all. Y'all are some idiots, man. The FBI, the one I was trying to work for, was the ones that came in and took them down because they kept doing stuff. I said, I could never work for y'all. Too radical. This is the type of stuff I be talking about right here. I said, people just be too radical. Stuff atrocious, man. As I said, if you cannot stand with your people and you can't do nothing right, I said, well, then don't come over here talking. You don't have a right to talk about black politics, white politics, US government politics, no politics. You don't got a right to say nothing about no politics. I don't want to hear your views on this, views on that. None of us care. Killing your own ain't gangster. It's not. And I said, if you can't respect your peoples, then I said, then don't be surprised when people don't respect you. Don't speak for us, man, as a race. I'm getting real tired. That's why I said I'm getting real tired of seeing this on my timeline, man. Getting real tired of the nearest porch monkey want to get online and act like they speak for all black folk. You do not speak for us. Who's still here? Ouch. It was crazy. This is where I took my I think I took my third or fourth vlog over here. I was right here at this spot. Because I remember I used to live across the street over at the apartment. So I went across the street and took like my I think it was my fourth or it wasn't my fourth or fifth. It's like I think it was my fourth or fifth vlog I took. And I took it right here, like in this area. That was the one I was showing where I got shot. And I just like flash forward to like the flashbacks and stuff like that. Because I was actually gonna live in this apartment complex first. Uh I think this was probably a little nicer, I guess. I don't know. Well, no now. Like I said, I don't live over no more. So um let me see. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? It's just I don't know, man. Stuff is weird. So yeah, that's why I tell everybody, like, bro, just watch out for your own people. Are those that claim that they're your people, because they not. You bunch of weirdos. Speaking of people, where does my people at? Where they at? So it's all late. Yeah, it's hot out here. Probably, probably ain't gonna tell it. That's why I said it earlier. I heard about that kid that went missing on 4th of July. That black kid they just found. Run all his white friends ended up dead. They said Buddy was partying at the beach. I think he ended up on a separate island, like further away from the beach. Just like what was he doing all the way over there? That's why I said I'm like, yeah. I said, I know some stuff don't be making sense. Crazy. And Buddy gonna hurry up and lawyer up. His mom was a judge in Mississippi. Gonna hurry up and lawyer up. I said, why you pleading the fifth for? What you do? What did you do?
That's why I tell you, I said, bro, y'all gotta be aware, man. That's why I say ain't nothing wrong with hanging around white folk. I ain't saying that. Like I said, I was around all white people for the 4th of July, but I had my thing on me. I always got that thing on me. Cause I don't know, niggas. I'm like, look, we cool, but I got that thing on me. We're white people, black people. I don't care who you is. Like, bro, I don't care who you is. I keeps that thing on me. And I said, yeah, I wish one of y'all would trip. I wish you would trip. You gonna find out real soon. You gonna find out real soon, G. That's probably trying to tell niggas, I'm not your token black friend, bro. I'm not your token black, cuz I'm me. You playing that stuff. That police officer? Hey, Miss Officer. Like she rolling around looking for somebody. Girl, you looking for me? Girl, you looking for me? Nah. I'm like, girl, don't try me. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's getting crazy. That's why I be trying to tell. This is what you be trying to tell a lot of token blacks. It's like, look, I understand that a lot of us don't see color and we don't think about it the way. I said, but bro, you gotta understand there's a lot of people that do. That's why I be trying to tell niggas. I said, these are the Negroes that'll get all white friends. And again, it's not that they have all white friends, it's that they let it change them. So they, oh no, see, no, dude, like racism doesn't exist. No, cause like I got a white friend. Like, no, dude, like everything's cool and groovy. You have no idea who you're dealing with. What are you trying to tell Negroes? I said, bro, if you gonna have a majority of everything, like, bro, have a majority of Mexican friends. I have a majority of somebody. Like, stop thinking you white because you get a bunch of white friends, dude. I'm around Mexicans the majority of my time. Does that mean that I'm Mexican? No, I'm still me. I'm still black, and I love being black. I'm not gonna change it. That's why we try to tell people. I said, boy, you gotta stop thinking that you one of them. You're not one of them, dude. That's why I'm like, now we need full story on this. We need full context on this. I wonder how many Crips gonna slide for this though. I wonder how many GDs gonna slide for this one. Oh yeah, I wonder how many Crenshaw Mafia members gonna slide for this. I wonder how many of y'all is. You said it's in Mississippi, right? I wonder how many of you Mississippi, because you know Mississippi niggas is wild, right? I wonder how many of you Mississippi niggas gonna stand up and take your arms to go do something. I wonder how many of y'all gonna do this. I wonder. That's why I said I really wonder. Y'all want to be deep. Mississippi and Alabama niggas, all honeycomb brazy and Gucci Mane type niggas, that you won't stand up to this type of crap. Oh yeah, let's see if y'all do something about this. I want to see it. Let's see how bold you is. Y'all never seen me be bold when it comes to white people, come to everybody else, but y'all want to be bold when it comes to us. I say, okay, we'll see. Niggas want to check you up as soon as you go to Mississippi. Jackson, Mississippi, one of the worst places on earth. Mobile, Alabama, one of the worst places on earth. And this stuff goes on around this area, and Negroes won't take up arms and march and do nothing. But let them get on the internet and talk about some rap beef. That is the corniest thing I've ever saw. These rappers going back and forth. These be some real gang members, real killers, going back and forth on IG Live. Nah, see, man, it's an ancient beef with us. Like, this is what you're talking about, nigga? This is your problem? That's why I said we are doomed. We are doomed. Negroes won't help us for nothing, man. I'm convinced you put a KKK member, you put a KKK member, Adolf Hitler, a couple of the world's worst people in the same room, and you put a nigga op in that room and give him 3 bullets, he gonna shoot his ops 3 times. He'll shoot his ops 3 times. Niggas don't care. As long as they get their target, they don't care. And they barely even get their target. They don't care about that stuff, man. That stuff is wild. You would use all three. If you had 3 of the world's worst people in that same room, you would shoot your op 3 times and then hit it with the butt of the gun. Wouldn't even care. That's a shame. That is a shame, but you niggas are disgraceful. You niggas are disgraceful. That's why I said I don't care, boy. I said I feel. I said I said. I don't care no more. That's why I said I don't care who I offend. I don't care who get upset. Nigga, I'm not care. I said I said. I done dared all y'all niggas come and do something about it, man. Y'all sit right there talking too much, boy. I can't stand you. Won't stand for your people one time. 20 minutes of Wednesday. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, they went to the hood and got smoked. That's what they get. And that ain't smoking on you. That's why I said stupid. Everybody ain't going for none. That's why I said there's someone that's a little woke. Everybody ain't going for none. You a smoker fool.
We had that happen in Kentucky too. Like I said, they wanted to go. They wanted to go up the street. They didn't want to go in the actual hood. They wanted to go up the street where Negroes was at 7 in the morning. While Negroes asleep, want to get out there holler they don't like black folks. I said, bro, if you go up the block, this the West End. Louisville. West End of Louisville's the worst spot. There's a West End. That's all them niggas right there. They was outside asleep. I said, why don't you go over? They want to leave bright and early in the morning. Then when Negroes get up, that's when they want her packing up leave. They want to jump on the backs of their box trucks. And bro, I was like, nah, you had all the niggas you could eat buffet. Everybody was right there. You ain't really want that smoke. See, a West End nigga is a whole different type of nigga. They a whole different type. Because then they realize, like, you probably would have had some smoke with some of them. Like, some of them really would have did something to you, see? You ain't what you think you is, cuzzo. It made me mad. But I remember that year I was trying to buy an AK-47, man, because they was cheap. That's when guns used to be cheap, y'all. After the pandemic and everything that was going on, everything skyrocketed, went up. And it was out of stock. Everything was out of stock for the next couple of years, dude. And I said, then when it's time to show up against us, the one bought up, you know, white people don't want to buy up all the guns, right? Then when it's time to show up against us, all them niggas that bought the guns wouldn't even come out there. I said, so you bought up all the guns in the stocks for nothing. The stuff that I was trying to buy, I had to go buy something else because they was out of stock. And now when it's time for you to come here and use them or display them, you won't do it. So you buying guns for an enemy you don't really want to fight. Cowards, man. And this is why I tell people, you better know the law. You better get your guns. These white boys walking around proudly, walking out here with their assault rifles. Why ain't you? That's why I said now they want to talk about. See. I told y'all earlier on the earlier live stream. I said, see now they setting up these laws where it's easy for them. They want to use technicalities. Oh, you know, he stood his ground. Oh no, see, he's justified. And now we're using stand our ground laws on them. Now we're using it on them. It's not funny. And a military veteran, they got smoked the other day. See, it ain't funny no more. See, you want to use that stand your ground law on a Negro. I said, now when we use it on y'all, it's not funny. What's the first thing they always say? Well, nah, see, technically Florida's a stand your ground state. Texas is a stand your ground state. Georgia's a stand your ground state. Kentucky's a stand your ground state. Now it happened in Florida, which is a stand your ground state. Also, it don't apply when it comes to the black woman using it. When the black people use it on y'all, see, it don't apply. Oh, she could have just walked away. Nope, she stood her ground, as she should. She stood her ground like the white boy would have stood his ground. Shout out to that black woman. Applause to you. Buddy thought because he was a vet, he gonna come over and bully people. You got smoked by an American, dummy. You want to go over and kill everybody, and you got smoked by one of your own people. Yeah, because you know she's American, right? Imagine going over and want to kill all the brown people and everybody you can see. You come back and get smoked by one of your own people. They didn't want you to feel sorry. He was a U.S. vet. So I bet he'll learn next time. Don't run up on people. Oh, he ain't got next time. I forgot. He ain't got next time. See now what they say, and they talk about no arrests have been made. Yeah, ain't gonna be no arrest made. It's stand your ground. She told him repeatedly, back up. He found her to a car. Get away from me. Back up. Back up. He's still walking. I'm not gonna walk towards nobody with a gun. Because if the roles were reversed and he would have walked up, if she would have walked up to him and she'd have shot him, guess what it would have said? He's a military veteran. See, he told her back, he gave her fair warning. Stand your ground. You can legally do that. They wanted to prove their case so bad with the Kyle Rittenhouse situation, all that. No, see, he stood his ground. But he came there to them, came back with an AR-15 rifle that his mama bought him. He came to them and wanted to shoot something up. And they said, well, I see, he stood his ground. He stood his ground. Well, this woman stood her ground. She could have just left and went home. Like, no, he could have just left and went home. He didn't have to come back. But he wanted to smoke, so he didn't want to walk away, and it cost him his life. More of that is going to keep happening every time one of you idiot niggas won't think y'all going to do what y'all going to do. And then they want people to feel sorry for that nigga. His daughter want to get on there. I said, girl, shut up. Your daddy got what he deserved, man. Trying to be a bully to niggas, trying to be a bully to people. I said he got what he got. Maybe next time teach your son, like they tell us, teach your kids and your people how to properly handle situations. Notice how they say black people, we so violent over everything. I said, well, Buddy was violent over a parking spot. See, I could have just walked away. Buddy could have walked away too. Why didn't he do that? Why didn't he do the same thing? It ain't no fun when a rabbit got the gun. Tell me how that tastes. It don't feel good, do it? See? See, they want to use. That's why I said show you the laws was never for us. Because when they use it on us, see, it's all see we staying around. Now when the laws is used on them, oh no, see, now they mad. Now they upset. This is the end. What do they say? This is the what do they say? A shame of justice. Like whatever those stupid saying they be saying. Like I said, no, I think it's fair. I think it's really fair. You getting what you put out there. You put out murder so long. You got one of the most murderous parties putting out murder for so long. Want to kill everything, and now you getting what's due to you, what you've done to everybody else. Now you don't like it. I said, I think that's crazy. How you don't like what you give everybody else? That's crazy. That's why I said, why you walking up on? He's still with the gun. Anybody, hey yo, anybody pull out a gun on me? I'm not gonna walk towards a person with a gun. But see, he's thinking with his combat man, he's thinking like, I'm a veteran, I served. I didn't get shot overseas. Like you can't get shot here. Like there are people that come home all the time that get shot. Like, but you are not immune. How many of them dudes over there was veterans? How many of your black people was veterans overseas? Dudes done fought over in the Vietnam War, come back and get harassed and get killed by one of the white boys. That ain't cool, is it? See? I seen a movie where a girl, she was that's called Blood Done Signed My Name or whatever. She was like, her husband was in the army. He came back and got smoked by some white people. And she said, bruh, she said the whole time I was hoping he didn't get shot overseas. He came back and got shot by his own American people. That's why I tell you, I said, boy, stuff be crazy. And you got the nerve to sit right there and think because you in the United States military. That's how you know Americans are cocky. Because they think like, I said, they think ain't nothing gonna happen. They're like, bro, you have no idea who people is. Niggas, I heard y'all hearing this beast, man. You ain't immune because you a veteran. I don't know where people get off thinking that they immune because they veterans. I said, well, who cares? And that show you right there. See, you want to be a bully. You already get a discount. It's called the veteran discount. You get a military discount. That's your proof right there that you matter. You don't get to go on the street and bully people because you served. Because you fought. Nobody told you to go over there and serve and fight. You decided to do that. You wanted to go, like, bro, you want to go over there and do that. So don't get mad at us because you served. I didn't tell you to do that. You wanted to do that. This is why I said I respect a lot of them, but I said, but when they start doing that type of stuff, that's when I don't respect them because I'm like, bro, you can't use it as an excuse every time you get upset and get in your feelings. We thank you for your service, but you didn't have to go and serve. You decided to go over there and do that, bro. That's not a problem. Stuff is crazy. Ain't no fun when black people got rights. Black people got the end of that gun. See, it ain't funny, is it? See, we're a bunch of white asses. Yeah, I saw that. Now, for some people were saying that picture was AI, which because it did look kind of funny. But I said I wouldn't be surprised if it's real. I wouldn't be surprised. The reason they took the train was because they got banned from using their buses. They got used from they was the ones in the back of them box trucks. A lot of them box truck companies didn't want to rent out to them because that makes them look bad. So guess who people want to shop with after they see that? When they see U-Haul and Penske keep giving them these trucks, guess what? I don't want to shop with them. See, I told you that stuff like that is bad for business, dude. It's bad for business. Let me see what I got. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. I got $5. That's all I got for you. Yep. God bless you. Yep. That's why I said I'm like, yep. But that's why I said like, uh, people just be weird, man. It'd be weird. You trying to be all silly. Like you being on the back of a Penske truck is going to do something. Notice they never stay for long. Once we show up, or once real niggas show up, then they want to go on and run off. Like, yeah, now you want to run off now. Now you want to disappear. That's why I said, bro, niggas must be dumb. You can't get on the back of a Penske truck that's gonna fall apart. I don't understand why y'all masked up. Why you masked up for? You proud to stand on what you want to stand on. Why you got a mask on your face? We don't. We go out there. We ain't got masks on our face all the time. We out there just mind our business. Like, why you got a mask for? Just because you wear a mask don't mean your identity is concealed. They was revealing everybody's identity that was out there. I have people from my city back home, Louisville, Kentucky. There was people all over the country that decided to go to that thing. If you proud to be who you is, just be proud and say, hey man, this is who I am. Why you want to wear a mask for? Because you know. That's why I said these people be your co-workers. These people be your lawyers and your politicians. These people be your judges. These people be your next door neighbors. These people, they said there's a pastor out there. He's a freaking pastor. That's not the first time I saw that. These people are church members going out there doing this crap. Do you see now? That's why I said, see, all the stuff that they told us we was oblivious to. See, all the stuff they said for years, we just making it up. Now it's coming out. They openly telling you now. You can't make it up now and say we just making it up. And I said, you choose to ignore it because you don't want to deal with the elefante in the room. That's why. It's always a weirdo, man. It's always a weirdo, ain't it? That's why I say y'all little niggas ain't tough. You are not tough. You got the whole Mayo clique over here walking around smelling like Subway sandwiches. Man, I know they stunk. They look like they stunk. Smelling like orange mildew. Like, you niggas is dirty. You wonder why no woman won't sleep with y'all. This is what you do on your off time. Get around 400 other gay niggas like you. Go marching in the street with a bunch of gay white men like you. That's why I noticed. I'm like, yeah, I know that's why. Again, ain't nobody on their case. Ain't no niggas from Pride messing with them. I said the reason y'all on their case is because you want them niggas. It's because y'all eye them. The same reason they always got black dudes name in their mouth is because they want a black man in their mouth. Yo, sausage danglers, you want a black man in your mouth. I know you do. Yeah, I said somebody do weird, man. They like this humiliation ritual stuff. I know girls that said like she was like, dude, dudes, they was like dudes be in their DMs and want them to humiliate them. She was like, dudes be in my DMs talk about tell me how small I am, tell me how stupid I am. They like this stuff. I said, bro, that would hurt your feelings, wouldn't it? Like, dang. They like this humiliation ritual stuff, man. Dudes to pay their girlfriend to go get knocked up by a black guy, and he wants to watch. These Adam 22 niggas, man, they want their girlfriend to get plowed by a black dude in front of them. These niggas be weird, y'all. They said every time they come into town, man, every time these conservative niggas come in town, the Grinder app goes off the roof. It goes off the roof. You know, Grinder's the gay app, right? The ones that they say they don't like so much, but they are in gay stuff. They do, be. That's why I said I seen in Louisville, actually my hometown, Louisville, Kentucky. A black woman got an autistic, I think she got an autistic child or something, child with special needs. And she kept wondering why her child was coming home like stuff was wrong with him and stuff like that. She put a hidden camera on him. I think in his hair or something. On his shirt or his hair or something. Found out the teacher the whole time was abusing him. The teacher the whole time was putting their hands on him. Verbally abusing him, calling him nigger. Just doing all type of stuff. The teacher was doing all type of stuff. And caught it on video. Oh, I thought we was just making it up, right? I thought we was just crying, right? It's just a word, right? You calling a 4, a 5, 6-year-old child that word, but that's just a word, right? Oh no, we just making it up, black folk. We just dramatic. That's what it is. Like, no, we just don't understand law and order. We just don't know how to be grateful for the society that we live in. A society you send your child to school and they getting called a nigger by a teacher.
You are like 3 times older than this freaking kid, and you calling a kid a nigger? That show you right there. Type people we dealing with. Oh, I wonder about the Haas twins video they gonna do on that. I wonder what Officer Tatum video he gonna do on that. I wonder when you gonna do a video about that, y'all. I never hear y'all. I never hear one of them say it. All the stuff keep happening. I never hear them say one thing. They want to stay on black topics. You biased bigots. You want to stay on black topics. That's okay. That's okay because when your MAGA falls, that's all the topic we gonna talk about. That's all the topic we gonna talk about. Your freaking gay pedophile president. Yeah, we own that nigga case. Dumb Donald Trump. We own his case. Y'all empires falling. It is so beautiful. Y'all have lost your mind. Y'all are so worried about black men and black people. You might as well just bend over at this point. You want to get rammed by a black man. That's pretty much what they want. Yup, that's crazy. It's crazy, ain't it? That's why I said they be running up on some dude ran up on a Jewish person. He want to get out. He want to act tough and get the cops involved. He said, "Yeah, touch me." He said, "You going to jail?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "I bet you if I was a woman or a little girl, you wouldn't be scared to hit me." Yeah, buddy got caught where he was. He was like, "Yeah." He said, "Well," I said, "No, I don't well." He said, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah, you won't call because I'm a big dude." He said, "I bet you if I was some woman and some little girl, you wouldn't." He said, "I bet you if I had a vagina between my legs, you wouldn't hesitate to swing. You won't beat up on women and children until a real nigga in your face." That's why I said I just saw a video where a dude wanted to walk down the street with it. That's all they got to make wear these stupid hats. He's gonna make America great again. Ass. Walk down the street cussing everybody out and talking crazy to whoever he's talking. I'm like, why you starting stuff? He gonna try to argue with a woman on the sideline. She talking crazy back to him. He gonna pick something up, and then there's some black dudes standing right there. They walked up to like, "What's up, dog?" Now he didn't want to hear him walk off. He want to hear him walk off. I said, "No, come back, come back. You want to keep it energy, cuz? Come on, come back, come back." Oh, now it ain't funny when the big black dude's walking up on you. It ain't funny no more. Now you want to argue with some woman, right? Oh yeah, okay. That's crazy. They really do got some humiliation thing going on. That's weird. That's crazy. Yeah, nobody gonna report it. That's why I said, see, they don't want to report the stuff that they do. But they want to talk about black fatigue and it's the silverback gorillas. I'm like, yo, let's talk about the real chimpanzees of society. Let's talk about what y'all really do. You rape every daggone thing. I said only men rape because they can't get it by will. Like I said, ain't no woman gonna sleep with them, so you want to take it by force. You want to Glenn Quagmire a whole civilization. You got the nerve to sit here and talk about us? I wonder how many people gonna do stories on this type of stuff. That's why I said all the good accomplishments that black people actually do. Why are y'all not doing videos on this? As much as the Haas twins and Officer Tatum and all these silverback gorilla niggas want to keep come over talking about, see, black people just can't control themselves. Why don't you talk about the black people that actually do good things? Why don't y'all talk about that? Because you're biased. Because you biased. You got this old buck-tooth black woman named Carmen Jace. I think that's her name, Carmen Jace. Think how this girl's teeth look like Fun Dip. It look like the little Fun Dip, like the little chalk sticks. Nigga look like some broken chalk sticks from Fun Dip. You can't convince me she don't grind up her chips, stick her teeth in them, and keep it on there for later. Like she want to lick them later. She get on there and thinks she white like one of them. I'm calling it the black behavior. It's so disgusting. Blah, 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 blah. Every video is about how monkey black people are. Black people celebrating their graduation. She's calling it foolery. I mean, they just go ham against black people. I said, girl, you don't think white niggas are hang you too? Like, girl, they want to hang you too, you ugly Whoville looking character. I know you ain't trying to talk. Like a black person had sex with a cat and you came out. That's what it looked like. It really be like that. She be thinking she better than like she ain't a nigga to herself. She don't wear these little tight shirts on her. I said, girl, your teeth is bigger than your bosoms. I don't know why you thinking that you better. If I took a rag and slapped it on your face and wiped all of my eyebrows off, like, girl, you just as ugly as them niggas. Think cause you on a conservative side that you better than nigga, shut up. And then them be the same type of people that get beat up by their white conservative counterparts. They be the same type of people that get beat up by their own party. When they get harassed and assaulted. Just like old dumb, dirty Officer Tatum. Doing all the tap dance for the white man. No, see, Buddy was upset he didn't get an invite to Charlie Kirk Memorial Service. This nigga was upset. He said, I've done everything. What's up, Chia? I've done everything for them. He said, I covered the stories and everything. See, here's a nigga like, well, master, I did everything you want me to now. So I cleaned the floors and polished your shoes and took the trash out and put the Negroes in check now. He said, I'm a big advocate for them and they didn't even invite me to Charlie Kirk Memorial Service. I said, do you know why? Do you know why? Because they don't like you. Stupid. Let me spell it out for you, you dumb black. Let me tell you something, dumb black boy. They don't like you, stupid. With your just punchable face. Like, wow, I throw a hot rock at you on a cold day. Yo, ugly little nigga. What, it look like he grind up his beans and duty at the same time? Man, old nasty looking nigga. I can't stand them old dumb looking Negroes. That's stupid. All you conservative Negroes got a certain look. Y'all eyes are close together. It's like, bro, y'all look like spiders. Niggas got spider eyes, man. Just old ugly little abominations walking on this earth, man. Legs dried in this plant. Oh, dirty nasty nigga. I know you ashy under them jeans. I know you are. Can't stand Negroes, man. Dude, I can't stand Negroes. Dude, they get on my nerves. Dirty dust pockets. What, they got these old GameCube shaped heads, man. They all got this GameCube shaped head. There's another nigga that's conservative. He got the same look. Sitting there like, I notice every dumb man got the same look, y'all. I swear to you. Every dumb man, every spiritual widow man, and every dumb man, they got this look. Like, it's like this like cross-eyed look. They all got it. They look dumb as all I knows. She's like, no, Trump can't be racist. I'm like, are you talking to me? Or are you talking to the spirit between your eyebrows? Like, what are you talking to? They be looking way over there. You think they talking to somebody? Like, well, I'm talking to you there. I'm like, me? You should see Officer Tatum. He got on talking about people of the melanin. Like, nigga, they melanated. Oh my God. And those are one of the people that we be like, hey, white folk, you can make an example out of him. No. He doesn't want to be one of us. He think he better than us. I said, okay, y'all can have him. And if they beat the absolute dog snot out of him, ain't gonna be none of us marching for him. We ain't doing nothing. Hey. He was upset he wasn't invited to Charlie Kirk Memorial. Like, nigga, you know why he was. He can't put two and two together why he wasn't invited. I said, Negro, they use you to get their message out. They don't want you to sit at the dinner table with them. They want you to go against your people. Nah, go ham some more. Go ham on your people again. Then when it's time for the real invite, you don't get an invite. See, just like that woman that was running for Texas, what's it, Texas Senate or whatever, Valentina Gomez, this old thick tongue Colombian, trying so hard to hide her accent because she's conservative. Like, we're gonna get rid of all the terrorist Muslim. Like, girl couldn't even not sound Hispanic. Like, girl, you sound more Hispanic than Hispanic. You sound more Hispanic than a Hispanic that speaks Spanish. She speaks English and sound like she's speaking more Spanish than the person that speaks Spanish. We got to get rid of all the blacks and the terrorist Muslims. This is a Christian nation. I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, is this got to be a hoax? It's got to be a ruse here. And then she was offended that she wasn't invited to certain functions for the people she was tap dancing for. You dumb idiot! Like, as I said, we don't say curse words, but I know what there's certain cuss words for people. You fit the description of all those words people call you because you so stupid. That's why I said, y'all, as bad as these people out there, is nobody worse than a tap dancing black and a tap dancing Hispanic. I think tap dancing Hispanics are worse. It's like they already think they're white, so it's something about them. They just go off. I don't know what it is. Like, you do know the people you represent, stupid. Right? He wasn't even invited. That was one black dude that was invited. I said, how did he was a nobody? How did he get a pass and you didn't? I said, boy, Charlie Kirk ain't like you, nigga. You know why you wasn't invited? Because you weren't friends with Charlie Kirk. I'm not even gonna lie. This is how bad this is. I'm not even gonna lie. I would sit under a tent and talk to Charlie Kirk more than I would talk to Officer Tatum. Because even I think even Charlie has some type of restraint. Even he knew there was some stuff that was kind of like, you know, Officer Tatum got no filter. He don't care about nothing. That nigga tap dance for white people more than white people. That's why I said before I really knew who Charlie Kirk was, he would pop on my timeline all the time. He would make a lot of good points about some stuff, not when it came to like the whole race stuff, but when it came to like some talking points, like he was a smart guy. I think he was pretty smart on some stuff. But I would listen to some of the stuff that he was saying because I'm like, again, he didn't say everything right, but he did say some things that was kind of like, okay, it didn't make a little sense. Officer Tatum has said nothing that's ever made sense. I've never heard one thing he said that made sense. He is so busy with his feud against black folk. He's one, look at me, master. Look at me. I put the Negroes in check. Now I put them in check for you. And then get mad when he's one of the ones that talk about, well, even the dogs eat the crumbs from the master table. He one of them type. He one of them type that when Jesus called the Seraphonician or whatever he was, whatever she was, he called her a dog. Jesus would call him a dog. Like, look at this dog. Look at this nigga. Look at him. That's why I said you freaking coon. Oh boy, I can't stand the coonery. You think cause you march with, you think cause you fight for them, they gonna fight for you. I don't care about you, nigga. And then guess what they do now? Where's Valentina Gomez at? You don't hear her one bit. You don't hear her one bit. Now her stuff sucks so much. She tried. I think she tried to stay to Missouri. She was trying to run for them at first. It didn't work with her because she sucks. Then she tried Texas. It didn't work with her. Then she tried to say the elections are rigged. No, it ain't rigged. It ain't rigged. People just really don't like you. They hate you. Now she wants to go do a cooking show. All the people you tapped ass for. Now you want to go do cooking. Like, nigga, make your mind up. You schizo Hitler. Like, make your mind up, dummy. What do you want to do here? Yeah. Right, remember he said Nicki Minaj is not a good representation for black women. And guess what Nicki Minaj does? Jump to their side. Crazy. Hold on, one second, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I never did like Nicki Minaj. I always thought her music sucked. I couldn't stand every thought named mama talking about this old fake big booty nigga. I never liked her. Her rap sucks like her music sucks. He said he come from Jamaica. He didn't bring his paper. Like, nigga, shut up. Stop. Like, you got peanut butter on your tongue. You can't even talk right. Like, girl, the only reason all the white people know you because you came up with Starships. They knew you when you did pop. They don't care about your other music. You showed that they didn't like none of them. That's why I be trying to tell you they didn't like none of them, dude. I know why I ain't like them, man. Oh, dumb Wheezy baby, and the F ain't for fair. Oh, stupid Negro. Every time Lil Wayne talk, boy, it's like a dirt bike starting up. Let's see, man. I gotta tell you, man. Like, let's see what we talking about, man. Like, like, nigga, this is a motorbike. Is this a lawnmower that's dying? Like, what is this? Buddy looked like if a cockroach wore Louis Vuitton, that's what Lil Wayne looked like. Like, boy, dude look like he go outside and do his daily photosynthesis. This old dirty looking hash brown. Like, boy, I know you ain't trying to talk. Dreads looking like some French onions. This old green bean casserole looking nigga. I know you ain't trying to talk. We should have known Lil Wayne was crazy. He talked to himself. Nigga talked to himself back in 2012 on the interview. Bro, dude was over talking. He said, I don't like this interviewer, man. Get him out of here. He's like, I don't like him, man. He just kept talking. He kept saying he can't save you. He was talking to himself. He said, he can't save you. He said that body. He said he can't save you. He said, all right, cool. He said again, he can't save you. He said, you talking to me? He said, no, I was talking to myself. This nigga crazy. We should have known this nigga crazy. Buddy don't know what the time or the day is. Like, boy, if you don't get your 4'8" little short pencil leg out of here, why ain't listening to you? Chief Keef was more of a father to this generation than Lil Wayne was. I think Chief Keef like 6'2". Lil Wayne like 3'9". Why am I listening to this little nigga? Hey, dude. Oh, Cynthia looking. Buddy look like he's a creation from Stu Pickles. Like, boy, I know you. Buddy look like a shorter version of Reptar. Shut up, boy. I got to hear what you got to say. Oh, Chucky Finster. Charles Finster. I can't mess with that I could. Looking like, dude, shut up. Nice Chaz. Chaz. Boy, shut up. Anybody's hair look like 3 scoops of yellow mulch. I'm not listening to nothing he got to say. I thought my locks was kind of messed up. Well, I saw his. I said, boy, your locks is throwing up crip signs. Hold on. Last 4 strands. You know? No, man, like I said, man, like, tell you, man, that's why y'all can't go get no NyQuil from the store. Nigga done bought it all up. So NyQuil, nigga. Sure did. But he said something. He said when he was like a kid, he shot himself on accident or whatever. And he said the police came and everything. Said everybody was stepping over him. And it was a white police officer. He said, "Hey man, do y'all not see you as a kid on the ground?" They said, "Well, no, sir." He says, "Hey, there is a little boy on the ground with a gunshot on him." He's like, do y'all not see him? Y'all stepping over him. You know what I'm saying? So that's when he took it upon himself. He said, "Nah, Black Lives Matter, all lives matter." So what you talking about? I made it. I said, "Look at this nigga." And I said, and that's why you get tormented day and night. You and this old dumb Nicki Minaj dog. Both of y'all stupid Negroes. This is what you sold your soul for? To come out looking like French onion dip? Like, this is what you sold your soul for? Your music ain't even relevant no more, nigga. You got Chief Keef now. We got NBA Young Boy. We don't listen to you. We don't listen to this nigga. You just had Kanye here Saturday night. Kanye's crazy at all. I kind of respect Kanye a little bit because Kanye, he just always been like he speak his mind. He crazy, but it's like he speak his mind. He seemed like he's the one doing the best out of all of them. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I probably see Kanye in tour. I said Kanye, he got my respect more than them. Oh my gosh. We just know Kanye ain't weird. He's just unusual. He's just always been unusual. I feel like if there's anybody God would use, he would turn Kanye around. Hey, bro. Kanye, hey, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Kanye could be deep for the Lord, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. He could be deep for the Lord if he changes his ways. His inability to back down, his inability to just not care. Like, I like him a little bit because he just don't care, man. Kanye could be one of the world's dopest preachers, man, if he just turned his life around. Mm. I said niggas want to ride the coattail of white people all day. Like Nicki Minaj thought she was doing something because she joined Turning Point. Like y'all are so dumb. Again, I'm not mad because people do what they do. I'm mad because people really they just stupid. Like it's just like, bro, you really think you changing something? She said, "Well, I got tired of being a part of stuff that people was telling me how to think and how to feel." I said, "Nikki, shut up. Nobody telling you how to think. How to feel. Nobody care about you. Don't nobody want you, nigga." And why I keep noticing all y'all keep dating these sexual predators. This nigga husband is a sexual offender, but see what I'm saying? Y'all all got something in common. Y'all love y'all sex offenders. There's something about that, bro. Y'all seem to love these niggas. Can't stay off of him. It makes sense why she would follow Donald Trump because he's a freaking sex offender. You just stay around people like that all day. Like, how could you marry somebody like that? You see what I'm saying? And she knew it, and she don't care. Which starts to let me know maybe Nikki is a sex offender. Maybe. I don't know, but you sure love to be around him. You sure love to put yourself in the same atmosphere with him. Boy, that is crazy. You really gonna let somebody talk about my anaconda don't want buns unless you got my anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, son. You want them to teach me? You want them to be on Turning Point USA and teach us? I saw a tabloid. That's why I don't like Instagram. A tabloid got in there talking about, yeah, Nicki Minaj finally praised at White House for people. I said, nigga, are you serious? I said, you can't be this dumb. What's up, Ivanka? I said, you can't be this dumb.
I can't stand people, man. Just get on your nerves. And that's why I said if I own 75% of the world, I'll have all y'all shutting up. Every last one of you shut up. Like, I think I want some Taco Bell, bro. I want some nacho fries. I got Chinese food at the crib, but that'll be for a later snack. Let's go get some Taco Bell, y'all. Yeah, old Turning Point USA. It's been compromised. That's why I said this stuff is just getting cringy, man. It's getting cringy now. I said Ivanka. My bad. I said Ivanka. No, I ain't gonna do you like that. I'm not gonna do you like the first lady. I ain't gonna do you like that. I'm sorry. Said Ivanka, not Ivanka. Ivanka look like a walking lice. Like you don't want Ivanka, you want Ivana. Ivana sounds more. That's nice. That's so nice and protective. You know what I'm saying? Ivanka up. She's up to no good. She's up to no good. She's putting raisins in the potato salad. Uh-oh. Stuff crazy. Watch this. Stuff just be it'd be atrocious. You disgusting. Putting raisins in the potato salad should be a federal crime. I don't care what you said. Y'all see them viral videos where they be talking about this is they dishes that they be making. Like I'm out raising potatoes, and that dude with the trays on the thing, he'll slide all the trays off the counter. Yeah, that's one of the funniest videos. Because then when they make something good, he does it in reverse and puts the trays back on the table. That's funny. I said, bro, it really do be funny. Hey, stand people. Ivana, what be wrong with people, man? What be wrong with people, natural beauty? What's wrong with people? They're crazy. I thought I was crazy out here talking to myself. Like, boy, please, that's the people that got me beat. But Nikki is speaking against the industry now too. I don't know, man. It's like you want to be for some of what they doing, but I just don't know, man. Because like I said, some people will speak up now. Like I think that's even what Charlie Kirk was doing before he died. You know what I'm saying? Because at first Charlie Kirk was all that, but until he debated somebody that was talking about who run the world, he's talking about the Jews and all and the Zionists and all that. You know, so it's not necessarily Jews and Zionists. And so he was talking about like who does this and who does that. And they said this is the part and people in the comments like this is the part where Charlie was because he started going against that stuff too. He started waking up at that point, started realizing some stuff. That's when his talking points started changing. And once he started hitting that issue, he just somehow ended up dead. Somehow ended up. That's why I said, see, people get you to wake up and look at more than just just talking. See, people to get you to wake up and be like, oh well, like maybe there is more to this. Maybe there is something that we need to, discuss. You feel me? Because then you start to look into it. You like, I never looked at it like that. You know what I'm saying? This is what Pastor Darby did. That's what Daddy did with a lot of people. Daddy made people think. He didn't make people just listen to the word. He made people go research and think for themselves. And that's why people was trying to do the same thing that he was doing. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't realize, like, bro, he just made you think. You feel me? What's up? How you doing? Um, like, it's not Jesus. Goes head to head with her other actions. Man, I don't keep tabs on you. I don't keep tabs on all them fools. I don't even know them. Like I said, every time she pop up on my time, I'm like, look at this old chewed up piece of bubble gum. Anybody trying to beat this old? Like, girl, you look like you a pop. Girl got so much surgery and BBLs. I'm like, girl, look like somebody was to do you could just pop. Like, you don't even look real. What's the difference between this balloon and this one? Like, no difference. They both gonna pop. Applying pressure. So nigga was getting turned on by nigga. I said, bro, cheese all fake. It's fake. Girl got bricks in her butt, man. Like, dang, I wouldn't be surprised that's why they keep the cocaine stash. Like, you wouldn't be able to tell. What you gonna cut her open and check? Like, they stink. That's why I said you be knowing they stink. You be sitting there trying to be all preppy. It's like, girl, you smell like a you smell like a tortilla, man, that's been laying in the sun all day. You know you stink. You think I'm lying? Niggas think they gonna have a lucky shot to be with them. Get with them after a long day. They didn't take no shower. Get with them after a long day somewhere. They wearing the same outfit. Let them take it all off. That aroma gonna hit you like that. Hold on, my mama calling me real quick. You gonna hear me leave? Like, boy, you ain't gonna go back over the house. You're smelling like hot cross buns. It's like, you be smelling like food, man. It's like, bro, I know your pores can't be that bad. Like, dang. That's why I said, send me a real woman. Send me a real woman. What be wrong with these foods, man? Like, We can get some Taco Bell dudes. I already got a Baja Blast. I even want Taco Bell. I already ate that. I really want a burrito. That's good. Cheese burrito. I said people be weird. And then they be wondering why dudes be want to go out to foreign women. Like, they dudes will go overseas and talk to somebody else. Cause like a lot of them don't do it over there. Some of them do, but a lot of them don't. You feel me? And then, you know the sad part, Nicki Minaj was pretty before she had all the surgery. She was pretty before she had all this stuff done to her. That's why I said they go get surgerized and go get all this stuff done, and they look crazy. I said you was already pretty before that. Just like Cardi B, she wasn't that bad looking, but when they go get these surgeries, they look stupid. You know what I'm saying? Just like Summer Walker, you go get all these surgeries and you look hideous. It's like, why do you do that? Use drugs. Yep, they sure do. So I said, little. I just told y'all, Lil Wayne sound like a lawnmower trying to start up. Like, he, I don't really care what you say about Young Money, Young Moolah, baby. Then when he start talking, hey man, you know, song inspiration came from actually doing this, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I just trying to like, why can't you just talk like how you rap? Why you gotta talk like that? What he sound like the cough that you've been trying to get out all day, but you don't want to cough because you don't cough 3 times and people think that you spit. Excuse me. See what I'm gonna get y'all. Do I even want to talk about? Bro, SZA is just, oh my god. SZA just look. I love her voice, but man, her face is just not. SZA look like she got hit with a twister. Huh? Of course, Lil Wayne possessed, man. That even preach on Lil Wayne all the time. But Lil Wayne weird. Like, they weird. I know he was possessed, bro. He was talking to himself in the studio, though. That was crazy. He was talking to himself on the interview. He said he can't save you. He said he can't save you. It's like, who are you talking to? And so he said, you see that security guard over here? He said, security guard can't save you, man. He can't save you. You know what I'm saying? He said, man, this interview's whack, man. I'm done with this, man. He said, Wayne, I'm just trying to ask you a question. He was like, well, I don't want to ask no questions. He said, what did you do yesterday? He said, I don't know, I performed at this bad girl birthday party, man. She was thick and all that. Like, he was just talking stupid. And then he kept talking about he can't save you. And then he said it. He was just sitting there. It was a long silence. He said right there, he said, he can't save you. He's like, what was that? He said, no, I was talking to myself. Yeah, that was the funniest part of the interview. Yeah, that's the funniest part of the interview. He said, I was talking to myself. I said, bro, he was for real. I said, it'd be funny if he was trolling. He was not trolling. He was for real. These are the people that you would choose to have dinner with and get split their mind open and want to talk to them about business. I don't want to talk to Lil Wayne. He's crazy. I feel like you fell asleep around him, bro. You feel like this one presence, but you scared to open your eyes because you just like you don't want to make it awkward. So, so you finally asleep while you awake. So you just gonna lie there like I don't matter to you. I wouldn't want to hang around because I don't want to hear Young Moolah baby every time he open his mouth. Like, dude, shut up. Young Moolah's over. It's over. It's done, brother. 2012 is over. You know, I can see it was around the time that Lil Wayne was popular, and that's when I wanted dreads. And I can see why Daddy didn't want me having dreads because he didn't want me being dumb like Lil Wayne. He kept saying, "Stop wanting dreads. Stop wanting your characters, making your characters with dreads." I was like, "Cause Lil Wayne was stupid. He wanted me to be like him." I said, yeah, "I can kind of see it. I can definitely see it." What are they doing? That's why I said this is why people be like, "What's your favorite celebrity woman?" None. I don't like celebrity women. I like regular people because regular people are better. This is why I say women of other cultures all over the world, they better, bro. Like, I don't like celebrity women because celebrity women are fake. They both. Like, these niggas are both. They're not real. Like, I like people that are actual real people. That's why everybody was mad at this old Taylor Swift thing. This she got with Travis Kelce. Remember that, y'all? I never liked Taylor Swift. Never knew who she was like that. You know what I'm saying? She used to do country music. Now a girl doing I ain't gonna lie, Taylor Swift be having beats now. I heard some of her stuff. She got beats. Be in her rap. I said, oh snap. I said, oh snap. Baby girl got beats. I said, oh. I said, yeah, she was up. Yeah, I said she got beats. I said she used to do purely country.
And then I remember, like, again, because being a Swiftie, that's what it was. So they were so annoying with us. I was like, Taylor Swift sucks. But then this whole situation happened with Travis Kelce. He was in a relationship with this black girl. I don't know who she was. I think she was like a small time actor, but she was cute. But you know what I'm saying? She was a nobody. Like nobody really knew her. And so she was bitter over the breakup. And so she got bitter because he moved on to Taylor Swift. And so of course everybody in the comments, here come the ally niggas. Here they come now. Oh, see, he downgraded because they was like Taylor Swift is flat. And I'm like, well, at least Taylor Swift real. I can say that at least she's real. I don't know about this other girl, but I said, at least she real. And they try to do the body. Remember how they put the talk about body shaming, right? But they was on that time talking about, yeah, he downgraded. Again, I don't think you know who Taylor Swift is, bro. Taylor Swift is the biggest pop star in the world. This is a billionaire. I don't think you can downgrade from a billionaire, bro. I'm sorry. I just don't think you can do it. I said, so you're gonna get mad at the dude because he has a free will to go with whoever he wants to. And at that time, it's before I even did YouTube, but I knew the hate that she was getting because I said, bro, we've been dealing with people that do that to us. I said, people will hate you for no reason. People will hate you if you date a white girl. They'll hate white girls because they date black dudes. Like people will hate you for nothing, but they just don't care. You feel me? And so I knew a lot of the hate that she was getting, and people kept trash talking to the girl for nothing. I'm like, she didn't even do nothing. That's all she thinks. She's all that. And then I'm tired of seeing her on a Super Bowl. And I was like, but they showed Beyonce and her little Parasite daughter. Y'all ain't say nothing about that. They showed these Jay-Z niggas, the ones that Epstein files. They showed them on the camera. You ain't say nothing about that. I said, Austin, now y'all need one. I said, okay, so you want me biased? Okay, I said, I support her. I said, I hope the Chiefs win. The Chiefs end up winning that year. And I remember I posted it because I said, I know what it's like to get hate by young people for no reason. And then shortly after that, I did YouTube. And you see the same people on my page that the ones that be mad at you is your own niggas. So I know what it's like to be hated for nothing. I said, buddy, Taylor Swift ain't really my type, but even I would date Taylor Swift. She's a billionaire, dude. She is a pop star. That's the biggest pop star in the world. You talking about you downgraded. I bet you true. Who's still here, man? Y'all still hear me? Hold on. I like to make myself believe that planet Earth turns slowly. Hello, Earth 2 people. Who is still here? Saith your name now. I like to know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to a bunch of rags here. I'm getting a little hungry. Should I actually got some Taco Bell? That do sound good, man. I already got Baja Blast back at the crib. I don't need another one, but that does sound. I ain't gonna lie, that sound kind of good. I kind of want one. I like to make myself believe that planet Earth turns slowly. Well. Here we have it. So I got one Romanian, one of my Romanian friends here. The rest of you, who is y'all? Where's you at? Just listen, just cooking it. Well, you can listen and cook at the same time. You can do better. Like, you can do better. Oh my gosh, bro. When I tell you I about had it with people, bro, I don't like human society no more. I said I'm about to go be with the aliens, bro. I like the aliens better. Aliens got dope alien music, faster spaceships and stuff. We were singing about starships. I actually get to own one. I've been making payments on mine. I don't even have space dollars or nothing. I got a thing called space credit. Negroes ain't got space credit. That'd be ultimate flex. Oh yeah, I've been to space. I have space credit. Do you? Oh, I'm sorry, you don't. Like, bro, you in interdimensional debt. How is that possible? The intergalactic beings are looking for you. I wish I did have a spaceship, boy. I would never catch an airplane in my life ever again, boy. I'm telling you, I do not like airports. Airports get on my nerves. They talking about 15 hours to fly over to Rome. I was like, oh my god, bro, that's long. That's long, man. I said, what am I supposed to do within 15 hours? The longest flight I've ever took, I think, was like 3, 4 hours. I'm like, that's a long time. I want some space dollars, man. Like, it's like his boy Elroy, dun, 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 dun. Jane, his wife. I never understand how she took his wallet and like, nigga, you better give me my money back. He's what's his name? He's George Jetson. Dun, 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 dun.
Wow, the alien singing my song. You think I'm playing? Yeah, it's the intergalactic sound. I like to make myself believe that planet Earth turns slowly. Yeah, the alien singing butterflies. What is it called? Fireflies or whatever. That planet Earth turns woo, slowly. Hold on. I guess you can sleep the 15 hours if you don't sleep for 2 days prior. Shoot, I don't know. I don't always get the best sleep on airplanes. Like I'll sleep for a little bit, then I end up waking up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, one time when my black senses kicked in, boy, I was flying one time. I forgot I was on a plane, and I forgot we took off. I was asleep. I woke up, man. The first thing I see is out the window. You 50,000 feet in the air. I was like, ah. I was like, oh Jesus! Don't scare black people on planes, bro. Black folk ain't meant to be in the air. I saw that boy. I about grabbed the person next to me. Like when I'm fearing for my life, I will hurt you in the defense. I gotta save me. So I almost grabbed the nearest person next to me and started choking the life out of them. I'm like, bro, where are we at? I had to make myself realize we was on a plane. I forgot. I thought my spirit left my body. I was like, am I in the heavens? Like, bro, where am I at? I was looking out the window. I said, oh. I was like, boy, I like to make myself believe that planet Earth turns slowly. I was like, bro, I didn't know where I was. Oh my gosh, bro, I got scared in the earth. I know I'm manly on the outside, but I'm a big girl on the inside. I'm a Rasputia on the inside. Hold on. I'd like to make myself believe the planet Earth turns slowly. Woo! Maybe we will get some Taco Bell, bro. I'm kind of hungry again. Talking to y'all and walking and stuff makes me hungry. Hey, what time is it over in Romania? I know that's the other side of the world, ain't it? Y'all still up? Mm. Is it morning time over there? Like, I don't know what time it is on the other side of the world. I be thinking everybody's on the same time as us. That's how stupid we are. I think Americans think everybody's on the same time zone as them. The planet Earth turns slowly. I like to make myself believe the planet Earth turns slowly. It's 5:30 a.m. Sun just rising. I feel that. What you doing up at 5:30, bro? Hold on. That's the question. What are you doing up at 5:30? What could possibly up at 5:30? My black man asleep at 5:30. I am not up. No, I won't talk to people. The last thing I be doing at 5:30 is watching a live stream, bro. I don't even know how I even woke up, what time or year it is. Like, I used to think I used to love catching early morning flights at 5 in the morning. I don't know more, bro. It's really annoying. It's really annoying because I'm like, this is why if I got to catch an early flight, I don't go to sleep the night before because I'm just like, ain't no point. Like, you ain't gonna want to get up. You only get like a couple of hours of sleep. I go to bed late anyways. Like, even if I got to be up at 5 in the morning, I still go to bed like 2, 3. So she said I couldn't sleep. I'm just gonna watch you instead. Well, I'm glad I keep y'all entertained. I'm not boring, so I'm definitely everything but boring. I'd like to make myself believe the planet Earth turns slowly. It's crazy. Somebody over the other side of the world watching me in all little bitty Texas. Well, ain't no little Texas, big Texas. Texas. When I was in Texas, I missed those wide open skies. I miss my 24 acres, barbecue and pecan pie. Oh, why? And just the thought of you, Texas. All I wanna do is cry. I wanna go home. I want out. Palm trees. I wanna go home. Whoa, we coming out that corner fast. Uh, Yeah, I'm never boring. I'm a very interesting person. That's why I did like doing this channel because I am pretty interesting. I feel like now I'm on my next phase of harassing people. Let's see how many people I can harass today. I would be like one of those dudes that like go up to women and just like start talking, like doing the old flirtatious game. Like, hey, you dropped this, what? Your smile. Women like it stuff. They're like, stop, quit it. It only works if you're good looking. If you're ugly, it's harassment. It's assault. Then I realized how much I don't like people. I don't want to interact with everybody, so I don't do that. I like to make myself believe. Somebody that came here, I done called him Ivanka. My bad. I ain't mean to call you Ivanka. It's Ivana. I know having the name Ivanka now is a slap in the face because this old dumb first lady we got in the office. Like, this is crazy. Having any of their names is offensive now. Your name is Donald, Ivanka, uh, Melania. Oh my gosh, bro. Woo. At one of these live streams, I'm gonna do where y'all can go live with me. Like if I face it this way, for some reason YouTube when it's in like portrait mode or whatever, like I'm in landscape mode right now, but if it's in portrait mode, you can do a lot more with it. So you can actually go live with people. People can request to be live on your stream. So I'll go live with some of y'all and let y'all talk. You know what I'm saying? If I got some worldwide people, I'll go live with y'all. I ain't talking to nobody from Illinois. I ain't gonna talk to nobody from the United States, man. Y'all boring. Let's talk to those people that's foreign. Y'all boring. I need foreign. Hopefully, what our names after all. Y'all say that till I name my child Turtle, Mr. Turtle Man or something. Like a turtle. Turtle Darby. Boy, that's a name right there. I bet it is, bro. I seen people they name their kids Adolf Hitler and Satan. I'm like, why would you name your child that? They said, what's his names? I'm like, and you chose the two worst names in history? Like, bro, for real? Boy, imagine this. They kids probably the Antichrist, bro. Like, why would you do that? I remember if y'all ever heard of a series Left Behind, if you ever heard of a series called Left Behind, it was like the early 2000s. I remember they tried to say the Antichrist was from Romania. Now I think about it, I remember that too. They said the Antichrist was from Romania. I said, boy, how do you know? I said, how do you know, cuz? Buddy's name was Nikolai. I said, and he was from Romania. I was like, so you telling me the devil is in Romania? Are you serious? I said, how do you know this? uh, that's crazy. How you know the devil was not in America? You know that. Yep, name my child XDU-129. My name you old Microsoft Windows. Microsoft Windows, Apple Macintosh. Yeah, it's a Christian series called Left Behind. It was like the late 90s, early 2000s. So my sister used to be stuck on that, man. That's when, like I said, they believed that the rapture was a thing. You know what I'm saying? So of course they was like, the rapture's gonna happen, and then all the Christians gonna be out of here, and the world's gonna be in chaos. They was predicting the end of the book before they even knew what was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the Antichrist came on scene, and I think he was from Romania, if I'm not mistaken. His name was Nikolai. He was from Romania, and he pretty much deceived everybody, and you know what I'm saying. So I was like, how did you know this? Like, bro, how you know he's from Romania? That's why everybody was saying it's Donald Trump, the Antichrist. No, he's too stupid. The Antichrist is kind of smart. He's too dumb to be. Donald Trump is just an idiot. He's not. I wouldn't. I don't even think he's a tool of Satan. I just think he's just really stupid. He's just dumb. That's why I said he just did a press talk the other day. I think today, he said, "I looked on TikTok. You know TikTok, the world's leading news. I just saw I'm number one trending." And but people behind him was looking. They was flabbergasted. They was like, but they was looking at him and they was looking at each other like, "Huh?" He said, "I heard I'm number one trending." He said, "First it was somebody else." He said they were. I think he said Nicki Minaj or whatever. Like number 11, I'm number one. I was like, "Oh my god, he's so stupid. He's so dumb." You got global wars and everything on it. You talking about who's trending on TikTok? What an idiot! Like, dude, he's so stupid. That's why I said is Romania taking vacancies? Are y'all taking foreigners? Because I think I might come and clock myself in over there. I'm tired of this place. Oh my gosh, bro. I'm pretty sure Romania's world leader's not talking about a TikTok. Trump's next appeal is gonna do a TikTok dance. So I promise you, he probably gonna do something like this. Y'all think I'm joking? He gonna do something like this, y'all. That man has no limits. Okay, JD Melania, get in play. We're gonna do a TikTok dance so we can be rulers of the world. Third terms. Bro, just there's no surprise at this point. Dude is just weird. He's just really weird. Oh man. I like to make myself believe that planet Earth turns slowly. Ah. Mm. I like to make myself believe the planet Earth. See, my sweating and glossing. That's from the gym this morning, boy. I'm looking. Whoa, look, it's busy. Planet Earth turns slowly. Huh. But our leaders are stupid too. I feel like everywhere leaders just dumb now. Oh no. Why can't we just get some good quality people, man? Like, who's running the world now? It's a bunch of idiots. That's why I said I feel like we doomed on all sides, bro. There is no hope for humanity. I feel like whatever country you run into, it just don't matter. There's no hope no more. Everybody's dumb. That's why I said that's okay. You know what I'm gonna do? The same propaganda message that they give y'all. I'm gonna give y'all the same thing. I can be the one to heal your society. I'm gonna get rid of tariffs and the gas prices and the rich, and I'm gonna make sure everybody eats in a bowl for every house and a book for every child. I'm gonna do the same propaganda they did, boy. I'm gonna be the world's worst leader you've ever seen, dude. Y'all think I'm joking? Because I know people are stupid. They don't care. Donald Trump literally said he doesn't like the smart, the educated, because they dumb. That's how he give them the vote for him. I'm saying the same thing. He's actually a genius. I'm like, he's not wrong because people are stupid. They don't read their books, they Bible, they don't read nothing. They just dumb. At this point, I could be president, boy. And if that happens, oh Lord, woe unto those. Boy, woe unto those. And you gonna find out. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah, y'all got it better than we do. Because boy, I tell you, people here in the United States are so dumb. Like, oh man, buddy think he said I'm the chosen one. I'm like, bro, you stupid. That's why I said we gonna do away with this. When I'm in power, we gonna do away with this. I ain't gonna be no better because I'm gonna be like, yeah, that's only one God. If you think otherwise, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna do the same thing they doing. They're like, bro, look, we bringing the Crusades back, like boy, and I mean, ain't going overseas doing this. We going in our own country doing this. Can't be a white supremacist and be Christian. Can't be weird. That's why I said as much as people got a problem with interracial dating and marriage, I said, yep, and I'm gonna make sure everybody get interracially dating and marriage. The new color race is gonna be light skin. Ain't gonna be no black or no white. My future goal is to have everybody light skin. That'll end racism. It's hard to be racist when you mix with all colors. You have Neapolitan. Like it don't work like that. You got black on this side, white on this side. Oh no. Let me go ahead and clarify something on you. There's no such thing as you vote for me. See, I'm gonna be a dictator. It don't matter what you think. I'm gonna put myself in there. Like, well, what happened to the competition, the rivalry? He's out the picture. So I guess you have no choice but to nominate me as your world leader. Believe me, when I say I'm taking out the competition, I'm taking you out. I'm gonna have in the back of the limo. That's it. You forced my hand to do something I really don't want to do. That's like, ah! I said, my diet is low. I hope you're happy. Welcome to Fry's Big Boy. How can I take your service? My diet is ruined. I hope you're happy. What's up, Janice? Uh, you finally quit that job. Well, that's what I'm talking about. See, when the world is me as your leader, you wouldn't have a job. Because, like I said, I'm going to make sure that everybody's the same. Don't worry. When everybody's poor, everybody's the same. I'll be the only one with money. Uh, uh, Mixing black and white will not lead to all people being white. I think, no, everybody going to be light skinned. I told you, everybody going to be light skinned. Light skins are going to take over the nation. That's why I said, notice your light skinned people. You better be nice to them. Light skin about to take over the nation. There's about to be more light skins than there is black and white. Like I said, under my rule, everybody's gonna be interracially dating. We gotta breed out the common denominators. Too many blacks, too many whites. We gotta start breeding them out. Since y'all can't get along and people think both sides is better. Okay, well, how about this? How about light skin is better? How about we just make everything light skin? In my nation, everything's gonna be a light color. It's gonna be a mochayato mocha color. That's what it was gonna be. Working at Starbucks. We don't serve dark roast anymore. Sorry, we don't serve that. Only lattes. Only lattes. Like, so you're fine if everything's light skin? I don't really like that word, light skin. I would say more of a posh posh color. Nice. What y'all go to y'all jewelry or y'all go to y'all makeup stores? Y'all call it Mac 10 or whatever y'all go Sephora or whatever. You don't call it light skin makeup. You call it a MB1 color or MBA. I prefer the term MBAs. The MBAs are better. Mm. Like light skin, that's such a derogatory term. Oh, that's a new slur. We got to change that word. No, no, I don't like that. Yeah, they give me a pastel color. Uh, I've heard something about the orange man is provoking certain rights for those who've been here for years. And yeah, he's an idiot. Like I said, the orange man couldn't tell the difference from a monkey wrench and a monkey behind. But he's so dumb. He don't know nothing. I really think the dude got Alzheimer's. He's so stupid. He don't know what he's doing. You know what's crazy though? You know what's funny? If Donald Trump wasn't extreme as he was, Donald Trump could have been that nigga, bro. Everybody would have voted for dude. Because Donald Trump has been an influence to people for years. Everybody's known, bro. The black community has known Donald Trump for decades. He's always been a symbol. When everybody talking about they want money, they say up like Donald Trump, up like Donald Trump. Everybody knows Donald Trump, like you know what I'm saying, because he's an extreme bigot and he's stupid. Nobody can really rock with him. You know what I'm saying? But if he was really for some morals and some stuff, everybody would have voted for. I probably would have voted for him. I remember when he first was running up before he was even elected. When he was first running up for candidacy, like he seemed like he was legit. I mean, at first, of course, I thought it was a joke. I was like, Donald Trump running for president, but he talked like he was really bad. He said, "Hey, I just want to do this, and I want to." Like he sounded like he knew what he was talking about until he got in there, and then he got in there, and that's a lot of Trump supporters that did change sides. They said, look, they said Donald Trump at the time. They said back in 2016, he wasn't like he was now. They said that the MAGA wasn't like they was now. They said it was more of a movement. They said now it's a cult. They said we don't do that. That's why some of them got out of that. They was like, we didn't know it was gonna be like this. Donald Trump. Funny how they tell us to protest, right? Tearing up and looting is not protesting. Then one man took a knee on a football field, and y'all still offended by that, talking about get them sons of bees off the field. I said, oh, for real? That's how you feel? Okay. How about this? The football league is mainly us. So if we just don't show up to play, if people just don't show up to play basketball, you're gonna be running out of money. Donald Trump is funny. I ain't gonna lie. He's funny, bro. That's why I said this is why I said I don't like him, but I respect him because he's stupid. He's funny and he's like he just don't care. That's why he's like me. Like I don't care. I'm gonna say what I want to say. I don't care who get offended. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump is like me because I just don't care. So that's why I say you might not like him, but you respect him because he's real. He mean what he say. So I can respect that. I'm like he is somewhat real. Like he just don't care. He don't care what you think. So I can respect that part. I can't respect you know somebody who's just fake, just trying to get somebody vote real quick. You know what I mean? Bro, they did an interview with some women with some conservative women. She said, "Who would want to sleep with Donald Trump?" She said, "He is just so dreamy." I was like, "Ee, ee." She said, "I think every woman to be sexually attracted to Donald Trump." I was like, "Come again? What?" Bro, she was dead serious. That's the sad part about it. She was so serious. She said every woman want to have sex with Donald Trump. I said, "Excuse moi." Yeah, that's crazy. I was like, "Bro." Said every woman would find him attractive. I was like, "What part? The money?" That's probably it. The money. I said, "Oh my gosh, bro! Like, why would you say this is?" Women, those type of women, I setting y'all back tons of years. Yeah, they setting y'all back decades. Y'all better speak up against them because they making y'all look bad. When they say women shouldn't vote, those are the women that shouldn't vote. Like, you're stupid. Oh my gosh, bro. Yeah, she said dreamy. I said, what's dreamy about an orange orangutan? That's not dreamy about that. She said every woman wants to have sex with Donald Trump. If that was true, he wouldn't have said, I just go up and grab a woman by the woo woo when I see her. I don't think anybody that wants to have sex with you, you got to go up and grab them by the woo woo. I'm not the best person, but I've never done that when I did it. So I'm like, I've never did it. I don't know what he's talking about. See, some of us understand there's a difference between consent and rape, and I think he just understands rape. I've never done that. So then again, I mean, the Negro name is in the Epstein files. They say his name is in the Epstein files more than Jeffrey Epstein, the nigga name is after the files. He's named after the files. His name is in there more. Oh my God. I keep noticing y'all all got something in common. You want to be deep, want to be spiritual. Oh, Andrew Tate. Speaking of Romania, Andrew Tate was which I don't know how true this is, but he was locked up for trafficking in Romania. Erica Kirk is banned from going to Romania. These people are, bro, they are evil. He said, stop. Why is Erica Kirk banned from going to Romania? Andrew Tate, that was trafficking allegedly over there, he's not even banned from Romania. Erica Kirk is. How is that possible? Since we on the topic of Romania, let's talk about that. That's crazy. How you get banned from a whole country? What did you do? Something smells fishy to me. And it's not between Melania's legs. It's something that smells fishy. Oh my God. Hey, I want to know what I had to do to get banned from Romania. It's crazy. Like, what did you do? Makes sense. They found some DMs where Erica Kirk was talking to some young minor girl like years and years ago. And the way she was talking to her was like real like lesbian this type. You feel me? And they was like, okay, that's weird. Like, tell me why Erica Kirk was, I think she was dating Charlie's best friend at the time or whatever. She was with him and then got with dude. I was like, is this what white people do? I said, bro, they got some type of love triangle. This how you know they do this. They exes and former ex-wives will show up to their weddings and they okay with that stuff. Like, bro, that's so weird. In the black community, we do not want nobody who was formerly with anybody that our partner formerly slept with to show up at no events. We don't want them in our face no more. Some of them are just too loving and understanding. Like, well, I dated and did him a lot of times, but you know, we're cool now, so we're going to your wedding. Had an association to help children, but many went missing instead of being helped. Yep, and that's why she's banned from Romania. Hey, y'all country did a good thing there. You hear me? Your country did a good thing. I seen somebody had tagged her on IG, which I didn't know she had an IG. And I said the first thing I do is go to their page and look at their comments because I'm like, I know there's people in the comments ripping them up. All her posts is mainly about Charlie. Everybody on her post is like Charlie deserved better. They said, Charlie, you didn't deserve this. I said, bro, she is so hated by everybody, bro. Like, she's just the worst. That's somebody who's worse than Charlie Kirk. It's her, bro. She's the worst. That's why. But many, but that's the link to why she's banned here. That's crazy. Oh my god. If they saying Trump versus Clinton and Biden was highly entertaining. It was kind of funny though. I ain't gonna lie. He said, "Oh, really?" Because he started talking. She said, "Well," he said, "Oh, really?" He was walking back and forth. "Oh, really?" He said, "Well, I won't see the day that." He said, "Yeah, because you'll be in jail." I said, "Oh my god, bro, Trump is funny. Dude is funny, man." Seeing him debate with Biden and Bernie Sanders, then that's the funniest. Bernie Sanders over his old self. For the American people, you can be whatever you want to be because you want to be it. Like, bro, is this Bill Cosby 2.0? Why was he talking like it? If truth be told, I probably would have voted for Bernie Sanders. Hey, I would have voted for Bernie Sanders. Dude, Joe Biden's old self. What? Thing about the American people is I don't get what's going on right now. What are you talking about? Like, he's so calm about everything. It's like, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Every day I was like, we're gonna get an alert that Joe Biden like is gone or something. Like Joe Biden wandered off in the desert in Utah. Like, I don't know where he's at. I said, bro, he's just so old. Donald Trump. Well, the American people. He's so stupid. It's the way he talks, bro. I be seeing people imitate him all the time. He said, "This is Donald Trump if he was the Joker." And dude does his voice spot on. It is the funniest thing I've ever saw. He said, "You want to know how I got these scars? Well, listen up, because I'm gonna tell you." He said, "My father was." Like the way he does his impression, and then he does like this like hand move that Donald Trump does. It is the funniest thing I've ever seen, bro. He said, he said the quite frankly is what gets me. Because Donald Trump says quite frankly. He said, quite frankly, I'm afraid quite frankly. The quite frankly is what takes me out every time. Because then he does these hand movements Trump does. Like it's the funniest thing I've ever saw, bro. Mm. He said, we're winning. We're winning in a lot of countries. We've been winning for a lot of years. A lot of years. Like, yeah, that's Stephen Darby Jr., Simply Steve. Great guy. Awesome guy. I've seen him. His videos talking about me the worst. Unwatchable. This is unwatchable. Yeah, Trump just kept talking. He said, "Man, will you shut up? Let me shut up." Uh, Oh my gosh, bro. Yeah, Clinton's got some wild people. I saw Bill Clinton. They was talking about the Epstein file. Negro kept shaking his hands trying to drink. But he took like 5 sips of the coffee within like 1 minute. I said, "Bro, why you so thirsty for, Bill? Why you shaking so much, Bill? You ain't got that much arthritis." Like, nah, you nervous. He said, "Well, well, I gotta tell you, my name's not really in the files like that. Like, why you so nervous, Bill? He's over shaking. I gotta tell you that image right there. Nearly what I'd be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's wrong, Bill? You nervous?" Buddy literally was taking a call. He was taking these fake sips. You nervous when you taking fake sips. He's just taking one sip, shaking. He pick it up again, like 5 seconds later, take another sip. It's like, Bill, why you so thirsty for? Was you thirsty on Epstein Island too? Like that? Was you thirsty for young kids? Is that why? How do you explain the picture of some young underage girl giving you a massage in 2002 or 2003? Better yet, how do you explain the picture where Trump is grabbing your nuts? How do you explain that? I don't. That ain't AI. Hey, yo, man, if there's ever a picture of a dude grabbing my nuts, listen, I don't know what happened here. You got a lot of explaining to do from one president to the another. Yeah, y'all got that Johnson and Johnson running in your family. Um, so I want to be quite frankly with you. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Yes, you did, Bill. I said, Bill, come on, you could have kept the G. You could have said, bro, I tapped it. I saddled up on that. It was around the time Genuine was out. I said, bro, you could have just said, yeah, I saddled that. Someone make it fan right. Make me do the thing I do to you. I said, bro, you should have just been honest. I would have respected. I wasn't, like I said, I was younger at that time. I ain't know about that. But if I was the age I was back then, I would have said, yeah. I said, hey, my president is a gangster. My president's a smooth player. Why don't you just keep it 100, Bill? You could have just said it. No, yeah, I'll tap that. Uh, I was all over in there. Next to my wife. Hey, y'all think I'm lying? If the president would have came outside, I tapped that. Probably everybody would have been laughing like, "Hey, man, that's my president for another 4 years." Well, I hit that sexually. Like Bill. Oh my gosh, bro, Bill was funny. And why you have to lie about it though? Because you know the truth is gonna come out. It's like, bro, you could have just They say they found dude DNA on her dress. Like, bro, was you shooting it everywhere, Bill? Like, dang, bro. Y'all didn't have time to go get a proper White House chambers. Like, dang, dude. Buddy's over here a squeeze cannon. It's like, dang, Bill, you couldn't wait. Imagine that. Imagine these are the people you got to be romantically intimate with, bro. Imagine that they so cocky and this is how they talk. Like, this is not a show. This is just really how they are. Oh, you like when I give it to you like that, huh? Like, who's your Mac Daddy? Like, see, why you gotta talk like that? I was like, who's the best? I'm the best. Number one trending on CNN. That's right. Dominating you like I'm dominated the economy. Economy. Is that good for you, Melania? Because it seems to be good for the American people. Oh, shut up and hurry up, you stupid bloat. I don't like it when you talk to me. Don't hold my hand. Uh, Obama seemed like the only former one. Michelle, I'm gonna come home tonight. And when I walk through the doors, I want you to be waiting for me. And that nice blouse you always wear. And I'm gonna give it to you. Like Michael Jackson said, all night long. Oh my god, bro. Oh, that's hilarious. Bro, dude. It still sounds crazy. I can see why South Park has so much comedy, like making this stuff. This stuff is hilarious, dude. This people so stupid. Well, I want you to know. That's why I said the presidents within like the last 15 years, they so stupid. It's like, bro, this is a joke now. The stuff ain't nothing but a bunch of satire. I'm like, bro, y'all so stupid. Like, these are the people that's running the world. Like, oh my gosh, dude. Every president since Bill Clinton on, I was like, bro, y'all all dumb. It's like, dude, this is our representation. Like, yeah, I don't know what I'm on, bro. I'm on some funny stuff right now. This stuff is hilarious. That's why I say that's why when people are so stupid, bro. They just be dumb. Ah, you got to be romantically involved with these people. It's just like, ew. I don't even know how I even got on this topic. Oh my gosh, bro. Hey, I never did like Obama them, but I never thought I said, bro, I miss the Obamas. I miss the Obamas, man. Like, bring them back, please, because this nigga, what's up with this nigga? He's a new one. Yeah, that's right. White people can be niggas too. Trump's a nigga, man. He's not that nigga. He's just a nigga. Uh, oh my gosh, bro. Y'all ever notice how the daughters grew up? Melania, what's her name? Not Melania, daggone it. Sasha and what's her name? Sasha and the other girl. Freaking what's her name, bro? Sasha and I can't think of the daughter's name. I can't remember their name. Is it Malia? 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 No, I can't remember her name. But they are so pretty. I kept seeing them in public. People mess with them in public. Talking about, yeah, they said Obama's daughter spotted. Why you messing with them, man? Leave them alone. They have to spot on them all. Leave them alone, cuz. They kept being on Michelle Obama's case, talking about Michelle Obama's a man. I was like, yeah, Melania Trump look like a nigga too. I don't know what's wrong with it. You would get plowed by Michelle if she was a man. You like that type of fetish. Y'all so worried about somebody Johnson all the time. Their girls can't keep a big black thing out their mind. It's like, yeah, I know because you want one. You definitely want one. If Michelle is a man, why does that bother you for? What's that got to do with anything? The Obamas ain't been relevant for on their 8 years. Like, why you keep bringing them up for? We don't like. Why you keep bringing their name up? Last time Obama was in term was back in 2016. That was 10 years ago. Why you keep bringing dude's name up? You know what I'm saying? I say, yeah, Michelle Obama's a man and your president's a pedophile in the Epstein files, doing children and grabbing Bill Clinton's nuts. Since you want to talk, we all know they ain't the only pair of nuts he been grabbing. He been grabbing a lot of nuts. They said it like Melania look better, man. Melania look like a stupid lizard in a dress. Girl look like one of the reptilians on a hot rock. Like, look at this nigga. Girl, you look dumb. Ivanka looked like a discontinued 2019 Barbie doll. Like, no, the ones that didn't nobody want. Like, look at these niggas. I know you ain't trying to talk. Your whole family look like a freak show. You gonna sit there and talk, looking deformed. We sure do. They gonna keep bringing up his name. I don't like none of them. That's why I said, like, nah, I'm on all y'all heads, man. Y'all all weird. How your wife look like string cheese, cuz? Like, y'all just look like y'all stupid. And keep in mind, his wife is a foreigner. I think you need to take her back to her country. Since y'all so big on talking about Americans, I'm like, yeah, take her back to where she from, right? Since you want to talk. I noticed your whole cabinet is stupid, bro. Your whole cabinet is dumb. You got one girl that's the Secretary of State, look like a Whoville character, and then you got the other one, the Cash Patel boys, looking like that, like all day. That was that nigga best photo. He couldn't do a light skin photo pose. He just, my job is to do whatever the president tells me to do. It's like, well, why you talk like you like on the Big Bang Theory? Like he talks like he's one of those. Like his name is Rosh or something. Yo, this nigga name is Cash App. That's his real name. It's Cash App Patel. Dude's name is either Catch Up or Cash App. It's like, bro, you don't even win. You look stupid in your name stupid. Like you don't even win, do you? These presidents of the United States told me to do his job. Like, yeah, I bet you would, stupid. She do like a discontinued Barbie doll. I said, boy, you better get this little, like, please. Oh yeah, let's not forget Trump took inappropriate photos with his daughter. We all know he touched his daughter. That definitely seemed like something he would do. If I'm not mistaken, didn't the Negro say if that wasn't his daughter, he would date her? Did he say that? If I'm not mistaken, you know what he just said the other day? You know what he just said the other day? He just said he would have a threesome with his sons. Yo, he said that. How do you, how, if you one of his supporters, how do you turn this narrative? How do you come back from this? I know his supporters are just like, Mr. President, shut up, please. Mr. President, stop talking, please. He said that. He said he would tag team somebody with his sons, bro. He just said that. I'm not lying. Go type it up. It was on social media the other day. I'm not lying, bro. He said that. This is the weirdest president we've ever had. Imagine your father saying something about you like that. That's crazy. I'd be like, excuse me? What happened to Greenland? He said it's a joke on the airplane. He, then became the next topic. I stopped. I have no idea. I don't even know nothing about that. Bro, this man is nasty and he's weird. I said, yep, everything in the files that said he did it, he did it. You know, they said Donald Trump, sick, which I believe it. That's why he kept saying, I'm exonerated. He said, I'm exonerated 5 times. They said Donald Trump then would measure the width of a young girl with his finger. Now you know why the Epstein files are covered up. Because he don't want what he did to be public. If you didn't do it, why you keep saying you exonerated? I've been totally exonerated. He said it 3 times, y'all. No lie in 30 seconds. 3 times. I've been totally exonerated. Why you got to say it 3 times? You only need to say it once. I mean, you see how God is setting them up to tell them themselves. You see how God is letting them show y'all how stupid they are. Like they literally so stupid they telling themselves. Buddy is measuring little girls with his fingers. Now you know why we've only gotten 2% if even out of the Epstein files. We've only gotten 2% of that release. And it's horrible. It's horrible. Imagine the rest of the 98% of the stuff we haven't seen yet. Oh my God, bro. People are wicked. Oh boy, when I tell you said God judging swiftly, it's happening. It's happening. Because I don't know how you do stuff like this and get away. There's no way, bro. You not getting away from this. I'm going the other way. Go a long way. It's the highway over here. And you got the nerve to talk about ghetto. I said, I think ghetto is being a 34-time convicted felon. That's the definition of ghetto, having baby mamas by different baby mamas. Having different babies by different baby mamas. That's pretty ghetto to me, don't it seem? You talk about our boys with they 1 or 2 felonies. I don't know nobody got 34 felonies. 34 felonies. Negroes can't even get a basic Baskin Robbins job with a felony, let alone be the president of these United States with 34 felonies. You make it make sense. Make it make sense, because it don't. The most ghetto thing that we got in this nation is sitting right there in that White House. Your name's showing them Epstein files, ain't it? Yeah, you getting nervous, Donnie. Why you getting so nervous, Donnie? I ain't never seen Donald Trump back away from nothing until this came out. Oh, he wanted to smoke with everything and everybody until this came out. Now he's quiet. That's why somebody brought up the Epstein files to him. He's like, "What? Why are we talking about this? Why? There's the Dows out, and we're doing so much." He said, "You're just terrible at your job." And then everybody's terrible at their job. Everybody's bad at a bad host at their job, and now he's deflecting. I said, "Oh, why you acting nervous, Donnie? What's wrong, Donnie? It ain't going away. Getting too close to the truth." Yeah, he said that. That's why I said it's no surprise. Anybody that's in the Epstein files, it doesn't surprise me what they do. That's why when it be coming out that these Republicans that be against again, they go too ham for this anti-gay stuff. I said, which again, nobody cares. They want to make a statement, and guess what? They get caught in gay stuff. It's like, why are you trying to talk? You literally getting caught at gay parties. There was a dude that was so ham against everything like that, he got caught in an all gay orgy. Like, brother, why did you even put yourself at the forefront again? You could have just shut up. I said, bro, if that's what you like, and that's why I said anybody that goes a little bit too ham about something, they probably doing it. Notice how they want to go against child predators and child rapists. I said, well, then you should be against your president, right? Because he raped plenty of them. That's because you be doing it behind the scenes. They want to go get everybody that's doing fraud. And I say, you know why? Because you doing fraud. All the thieves, because you thieving. All the murders, you murdering. All the abortions, you doing it too. Like, bro, y'all all doing this. I noticed. I'm like, yeah, y'all want to be deep now. And then won't slap her God wrist on it. Like, no, you ain't gonna slap God on this. You ain't gonna slap God on this. Absolutely not. I said, bro, this is the biggest joke I've ever saw in my life. This is the biggest joke I ever saw in my life. See, the presidency used to be something that was special. It used to be something that was a sign of royalty, a sign of, it was always kind of wicked. But I said, but it was something that was taken a lot more serious. And now we got these freaking idiots. We got these freaking idiots now who's just doing just any and everything. It's a joke. Kanye West running for president. And now Charlie Sheen gonna run for president probably, and daggone Bobo the Clown gonna run for president. Like, it just don't even Steve can run for president at this point. Y'all elect me. People elect anything. Daggone it. It's just sad. And then they talking about Trump is wanting to pardon Diddy. I said, yeah, I know why. From one freak to another. You're welcome. That's crazy. That really be like that. That's why I said they be doing this stuff like, bro, this is crazy. But they want to talk, but they got the nerve to have black folk name in their mouth. You can take everybody in their mama, boy. It ain't enough to cover up his name in the Epstein file. They said this man's name was in the Epstein files more than Christ's name was in the Bible. How wicked do you gotta be? Your name is in the files more than Christ's name is mentioned in the Bible. That is sad. They said this man's name in, I think, a total of 38,000 times. The man's name is in there more than Jeffrey Epstein, and the list was named after this nigga. How? Now you know why we never got those files redacted. Oh, I guarantee you, if this was some DEI, BLM type scandal experiment, I guarantee you they released all the files yesterday, 2 years ago. The files came out 6 months ago. They released them 2 years ago. You think I'm playing? But let it be them in there. Now I'll say, it doesn't matter no more. Now the Dow's at 50,000. The old ugly Pam Bondi over here now. The Dow's at 50,000, and Mr. Trump is doing good things for the United States of America.
guess what happened to her? She got fired. Guess what, Cash Patel? I think he just got fired. Everybody that was on this dude's coattail, his crotch, they got fired. See? No loyalty. But he don't care because you riding hard for him. He got you as a scapegoat, G. You ride so hard for Mr. Trump, yeah, now you got fired by Mr. Trump. And they sitting there like, I can't believe it. I can believe it. I sure can. The nigga a narcissist. What you think he gonna do? What you think he gonna do? He don't care about nobody. Buddy will run you over in the street for marching for him to go get a spicy Chick-fil-A sandwich. He don't care. Dude does not care about you. The man's a businessman, man. He's always been crooked. You got the nerve to talk about a Muslim. Boy, ain't no Muslim in the world dangerous like this Negro's eye. Man, please. I'm over here in an area where there's mainly Afghanis. I used to live in this area over here. There's mainly Afghanis, Iraqis over here. These people are not dangerous people. They are good people. I have not had a fear in my life one time I worry about them at all. They kind of look weird sometimes. But I said, but I ain't never had to feel uneasy and uncomfortable around them. You know who I feel uneasy and uncomfortable around? You freaking MAGA hats. That's who I feel uncomfortable around. You racist white folk. That's who we got to worry about killing everything. Y'all. You ain't got a Muslim here to do nothing yet. They wearing their turbans, minding their business. They ain't messing with nobody. This man just posted on his Twitter, elementary kid, elementary school, that they was graduating. Somebody's graduating jobs. He got offended by that and said, "This is the United States. This is crazy." I know why you posting kids, you freak. Your name's in a list with plenty of them. I know exactly. How do you not see he's telling on himself? Oh my God. Oh my God. He's telling on himself. You are worried about it. Little girl with a hijab on. Ain't bothering nobody. Crazy, dude. Crazy work, man. He did that. Whatever's in the files, he did that. He did it. You know, you can scrub all you want to. Your name ain't getting out there. That's why I said you ain't getting away from this one. Them files gonna be released. Don't worry about it. They're gonna be released. I remember there was some top secret government thing years ago that they was just doing in there doing stuff. Somebody hacked their files and released it. And we was watching on the news and they said now the government wants to know who hacked. And Daddy was sitting there. He said, bro, he said, so not the fact that the government is just got exposed for doing something corrupt. They want to figure out who leaked the files. That's what they want to figure out. I said, you see how they want to go, they want to do the opposite of what they're supposed to be doing. It's time that you idiots in suits that we pay all y'all this money for. It's time y'all go to work. You niggas work for us. We pay y'all salaries. And you telling me we ain't got a right to see what's in them files? I don't want to see what's in there. I just think it's the fact that y'all owe the American people. You owe the American people this. See, this is what they're scared of. This is why they want us to fight conservative. That's why they want us to fight white and black. That's why they want white and black to fight all the time. Because they don't want us to team up and say, hey, wait a minute. What y'all doing? What y'all doing over there? Why y'all messing with our rights? Why y'all messing with our amendments? What you got hiding from us? This is one thing I can see that there was a lot of liberal conservative. Everybody black and white was starting to kind of get on one accord. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. What's in the files? What y'all got? What y'all hiding for? Everybody was kind of like, hold on now. What y'all doing? And then they go distract them with something stupid. Now Nicki Minaj said this, and now Klay Thompson and Meg Thee Stallion said this. All they go, especially with us, this is what they do. They always go get a nigga, go get one of them to do it. They get one ignorant Negro to go say something about a black woman, and now everybody lose their mind. And now we just stop the movement. Now everybody stop talking about what they was talking about. That's why I said back then they got our people with crack. They got our people with heroin. They can't do it no more. So guess what they go do? Get us with rap. Go get us with some rap beef. Now Meg Thee Stallion's on her crying these old little fake dumb tears, and now, oh my God, see, this is what black women gonna deal with today. And now they go get one of these old dumb sister soldier niggas. And now the movement just stopped. Now black women fighting black men in the comments, black men fighting black women in the comments, Negroes is fighting me, fighting everybody else. Like this is a whole bunch of war going on for nothing. And we just forgot what we were standing for. And now they done swept the Epstein files under the rug. Now they coming out with UFO files. Nigga don't care about no UFOs. I've been seeing flying saucers for years. Nigga, we don't care about that stuff. We want to know what's in this. Y'all covered up flying saucers for about 100 years. Now y'all want to magically, just out of good faith, release the files. Yeah, because you know you have some worse files on y'all. We ain't stupid. It's just distractions, man. Yeah, they distract us with everything, man. That's always something going on. Although I can admit that the World Cup and the Super Bowl stuff is and it's entertaining, which again, that's there's nothing wrong with entertainment. But I said, but this is what people live and breathe on. Every Negro talking about a Taylor Swift wedding and all. Who cares, man?
We're talking about the stupidest stuff. Like, bro, I do not care about that crap, man. Yeah, why am I not surprised? See, I'm honestly not surprised. Whether COVID was a pandemic, I just it's look. I'm not surprised on that no more. Like I said, I'm not surprised what they just be in their office doing, just coming up with stuff and you know what I'm saying, making up some stupid excuse for stuff. I don't got time for that. People gonna do stuff because they stupid, man. That's why I said we live in a world where people are just idiots. They just do anything. As I said, people are not even strange no more. They're just unusual. Like they really unusual now. And that people got the nerve to be sensitive. You got the nerve to be sensitive right now, especially black folk. You really got some nerve to get in your feelings. What you in your feelings for, G? Told you they just found a black woman hanging in Miami. And you got the nerve to be in your feelings and be sensitive. This is not the time or the place. And that's why I said shout out to that black woman that shot that veteran the other day. See, because he was trying to do the same thing to her. Try to walk up on her, she shot him. And that's what we need more people to stand in their rights. Like, no, you ain't gonna come and walk up on us thinking you're gonna do what you're gonna do. You're not gonna do it to us. We don't play that. I don't know how they do stuff in other countries, but I said here, there's a reason why we call the land of the free, because we got the right to bear arms to protect ourselves. You ain't gonna come up and harass us like you think you're gonna do it. No, sir, that don't work. You gonna walk up and freely harass people. You gonna learn that day. That's why I said you gonna learn that day. Nobody playing with you. And that's why I said we gotta start instilling respect back. People don't lost their respect. And think because they vote conservative, they can just talk to people any kind of way. And because they liberal, they can just talk to people any kind of way. No, you're gonna talk to people with respect. You're gonna learn some manners again. You know what I'm saying? My name ain't nigger. My name ain't spook, a porch monkey. My name is what I am. You address me by my name or you say, sir, or hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Don't come and call me that word. You're gonna learn some respect again, G. Y'all done lost that. And that's what they looking at. White people in this country, that's how they be looking at us. Like, how dare y'all demand respect from us? Like, how dare y'all know y'all rights? We can't get away with calling y'all names no more. No, you can't get away with calling us names no more. That's how I notice how free they want to be. Remember, they getting down on our case talking about it's just a word. Why they get mad? Where I said, go up to a Jewish person, call him a slur. Go up to a rich Jewish person, call him a slur. I bet you won't. I bet you want all the money you got. I bet you won't do. I bet you won't. Why don't you go call them an offensive racist term? I know why you don't call them because you know what's gonna happen if you do. See, they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. They want to go measure it because again, we easy. They think we easy. Y'all getting offended. Y'all chimming out over a word. I said, well, they'll chip out over a word too. You call them a slur. Guess what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? I'm pretty sure every culture got a race. Every culture got a term that's offensive to them. Like how we got nigger, they got a term that's offensive to them. Go over and call them that word. Go call a Russian that word. I wonder what's going to happen when you call them that same word. I ain't seen them do it yet. Go to a Haitian, call them that word. You won't do it. I promise you, you won't do it. You ain't went. See, you going to the Mexicans on the street that ain't about the street vendors. You ain't went to the real G's. You ain't went to the real Southsiders and the real cartel. You ain't went. You ain't went to them and called them a word. I noticed how you ain't did that. You won't say nothing to them, but you won't say something to us. I said, yeah, and that's why I said they end up saying something to the wrong black folk and they get knocked out. You get faded. See, it ain't funny. You gonna learn some respect, man. We take our respect very seriously. You gonna give it to us. You ain't got to like us, but you ain't got to be in our face either. And that's one thing when you get in our face. That's why you see in these viral videos, they getting bold. Why you think they want to getting bold again? Talking about get out of my country, get out of my country. Yeah, you want to do it to one of them little soft spineless ones are the ones that can't fight back. Like you wouldn't do it to me. You be picking up your teeth for lunch. You think I'm joking? You think I care? I'll hurt you, cuz. Like you think I won't. That's why I said, come try somebody like me. Come walk up on somebody like me. You wouldn't do it. So they want a big old small black dude in their face. They don't want that. They want to mess with some little bitty 4'11" black woman. Or some little bitty baby mama or something like they want to mess with a kid. Except because you beat up on a kid. Like, yeah, okay, you come do it to me. I saw a viral video where a woman, she's gonna pull out a Glock 45. Like she tough because she got a gun. Like niggas ain't strapped. The Lord knows don't put me in them situations because the Lord knows I would kill them. Like I would literally pull mine out. I got every right. You came up to me pulling out a Glock 45, girl. I'm a headshot you and kill you right there. See, this is why they don't want to run up on the right. They want to run up on the ones with the camera phones out. Like, no, you need to run up on somebody like us who ain't got our phone out. Like, what's up? What you want? Oh, look, you dropped the dime. Bam. See, you wouldn't even see it coming. Stupid. That's why I said they be online trying to show off how impressive they gun skills are, how fast they can draw. There's a little lion that's going viral. He's fast, yo. He's fast. He got a hoodie on and look, both his hands in his pocket. The whole time he got one on the hoodie pointing at you. He's just bing. He's fast, dude. He's teaching people how to do this. I'm like, see, you messing with a very dangerous enemy. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. This ain't the smoke you gonna want. Y'all gonna learn some respect. That's why I let know people gonna learn some respect. And that's gonna teach y'all stop putting your hands on people. Stop walking around bullying people, dude. It might cost you your life. You're gonna learn some respect one way or another. You're gonna learn it. I said, listen, y'all, people don't got too comfortable with disrespect. They got too comfortable with being disrespectful. You're gonna learn some respect again. We gonna learn that. That's why they want to be like, well, free speech. I'm like, well, freedom of speech don't make you freedom of like free of consequences. Again, go up to your nearest Jewish person and call them a slur and see if that makes you free from the consequences. Go do it. When you see Donald Trump in public, run up to him face to face and go do what you think you're gonna do and see if his Secret Service don't kill you. It don't mean what you think. Freedom of speech meant freedom from the government. That's what that meant. It didn't mean walking up calling people slurs. That's not what that meant. As much constitutional as y'all want to be, you don't even know your own constitution. How stupid are you? That's why I said you're gonna learn respect again. They chimping out over work. Yep, show off. And maybe when y'all start picking up enough of y'all jaws off the ground, maybe you'll learn don't call people that word no more. You chimping out. Yep, show is. You ain't seen what a chimpanzee can do to a human. You ain't seen one. You ain't seen it. That's why I said old dumb Chud the Bill. He thought he was tough because he had a gun on him. He gonna shoot a nigga and the nigga was still beating him up. See, I told you that don't always work. It don't always work like you think it do. Just because you got a gun don't mean it's gonna stop everything. I try to tell y'all, people get shot all the time, don't even know they shot. When you got a mission of knocking somebody's head off, you don't even know you just got shot. That's how mad you be. You know what I'm saying? He thought because he pulled out the Glock, he was gonna stop something, and dude was still whooping him. Got shot and still whooping him. Buddy shot again and shot his own self. Stupid. That's why you hear him on the record. Get him off me. Get him off. He's still getting whooped. Still getting whooped after he shot a nigga. Yeah, it don't think like you work here, dummy boy. It don't work like that. See? And let that be a lesson to all you imitators. It ain't gonna work like you think it. And that's why some other dude recently, he just tried it. He just tried to do the same thing Chud was doing. He tried to go up and antagonize people. Somebody white knocked him out. Knocked him out right there. He didn't even see the lick coming. Stupid. You're gonna learn some respect. Mighty funny. They want to be tough now. That's why I said now that Kyle Rittenhouse got acquitted, he want to be tough now. He forget this the same nigga that was in court when he was on the stand. He got the same little ugly face. Boy, look like a puffer fish, man. He want to be all victim now. Now he crying. His mom over crying. Now he get acquitted. Now he's talking about F. LeBron James and talking. Now he's tough. I said, boy, please, you did that stuff because I wasn't in that vicinity. You did that stuff because some of us real niggas wasn't in that vicinity. You wouldn't have did it when it was us. You wouldn't have did it if we was there. I was looking at people. I said, bro, how in the world they go out there and ain't got no weapons out there? They walking around antagonizing a white boy with an AR-15. I said, bro, you ain't got no weapons. It's combat. Like, you didn't think what he was going to shoot it. He going to shoot it. Couldn't have been me because there would have been no Kyle Rittenhouse. See, some of us would have been like, no, you ain't going to come out here and shoot what you think you're going to shoot. You ain't going to do that. Hold on, y'all. Why they funny how they want to be like that now? I'm like, yeah, y'all want to be tough now after the fact. See, now it ain't funny when Chud is getting his sins read off. Now it's not funny. See, it ain't funny no more. Where's that same antagonizing look? Where's that same chimping out? Now he's over upset, crying. Like, oh no, what's up? What's up, buddy? You thought you was gonna get off with that? Like, brother, you do know everything you was doing was hate crime, right? You do know that, right? I said, bro, that's exactly why a lot of these laws was made in the first place, to stop y'all from doing what you're doing now. Did you not think it was gonna happen? And that should tell you right there, all the people that sent him money. That should tell you right there what type of nation we live in. You gonna send a nigga like his money. And now he can't even use none of that money. He can't even use none of that money for bail. That should tell you the nation we living in. Remember that boy Dylan Roof that shot up at Black Church and killing people? They sent this nigga money. That should tell you right there the type of people we dealing with right here. You gonna send a murderer some money? That's why I said I know we deal with some little niggas in our community that do what they do, and they talking about their mamas. I said, okay, I don't ever want to hear none of y'all say nothing about that because y'all do the same thing when it comes to your boys. You do the same crap when it comes to your sons. See, our boys ain't getting sent $100,000. Your kids is. My question was, who sent this nigga $100,000, $1 million? Who sent him this? And that should tell you right there the nation of hatred we live in right there. So when they want to say, no, see, you know, white people are facing red, I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear none of that. As much as they want to talk about the Carmelo Anthony situation, you just sent the murderer $1 million who killed innocent black people who did nothing. They welcomed him in the church with open arms and he killed them because some black dude took his girlfriend. Y'all said nothing about that. That's why I said you conservative church and you white evangelicals, y'all said nothing about that. I don't want to hear y'all say nothing. Y'all lost your right to talk. You don't care about no Carmelo Anthony situation. They want to talk about this Ukrainian girl that got killed on the subway. You care nothing about that. You don't care nothing about that. You only saying that because it goes with your agenda. That's why I said, oh, America, she burning. This nigga got chlamydia in his beast, boy. She burning. I'm trying to tell you. And you got the nerve to get on here and talk. They're talking about, yo, white Americans are facing racism. Like, no, you just facing all the dirt that you did to everybody that you all your existence. That's what you're facing. Because you're still trying to keep it alive. It's one thing if you would shut up. You keep trying to keep it alive. How you gonna go around antagonizing people, calling them a word, messing with people, and then you want to sit right there talking about, oh, they chipping out. Obviously, they gonna chip out. You call them a word you shouldn't be calling them. But that's all right. You go into a place where there's plenty of niggers, or you can call them niggers. Then go ahead. I saw a white supremacist that was in prison. I told y'all. He said, bro. He said, what y'all don't understand is that we don't like people like Chuck Bill. He said we kill our own kind. We kill people like that. He said the Aryan Brotherhood kills their own kind. They don't even like people in their own kind to do that stuff. He was like, a real racist wouldn't even mess with you. A real racist is like in prison. They don't associate with blacks. They don't talk to blacks. They don't look at blacks. They don't go nowhere near blacks. He said that's a real racist. He said what he's doing over here is a publicity stunt. He said we are so non-public with our stuff. He said we kill our own kind if they step out of line doing stuff like that. He was like, when he go to prison, he's not going to be clicked up with the white Aryan Brotherhood. He said, bro, he's going to get extorted. They are going to extort him because they don't want to fight other cultures. And they said, contrary to what you believe, he said, bro, he said, we're in a peaceful nation. He said, but we like to be at peace with everybody. He said, we don't want no wars. Wars is bad for business. It's bad for everybody gets locked up all day. They can't do nothing. He said, somebody like him, we would take him in the showers and shank him all types of times, bro. He said, we do not want people like him. He says all this money that he getting, he said when he get to prison, they gonna extort him. He said his own white people gonna extort him for all his money. He said they do not like people like him. And they said if he goes in there and starts something with black people, Mexicans, and he gets whooped, they said we're not gonna jump in and help him. He said we're gonna let him get stomped out. He's like, contrary to what y'all believe, they are not gonna be what you think. A lot of these white supremacists do not play that stuff. Because they serious. He said they very militant minded. He said they be like, hey, you gotta think. They want you to go to be smart, read books. He said your shot caller is gonna tell you this and tell you that. He said if your shot caller sees somebody he don't like and tell you go get rid of them, you better get rid of them. Or if you don't, they're gonna kill you. He said we would have somebody stand outside the door while about 2 or 3 of us go in and shank you to crap. He said we'll just keep shanking you. What they don't tell you is the Aryan Brotherhood is one of the most violent prison gangs of all time. And he said the reason we so violent, he says, because we really kill our own kind. He said we don't just kill everybody. He said we kill our own kind. Because we don't want people like him doing what they do. See, now you realizing that free speech is costing you. See, you're going to call people slurs, and then you're going to realize it ain't what you think. I'm telling my bro, wasn't nobody for this dude. All the conservatives I saw, these are extreme conservatives. Even they was like, yeah, that's not right. They said, bro, you can't just go up doing that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Even they was like, yo, that's a little too far. Like, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. So as I said, when it comes to unity, man, this all leads back to unity. We got to learn how to stand with each other. We got to learn how to stop fighting each other and going back and forth on social media and stop this NBA YoungBoy and King Von beef. Stop this stuff, man. It's a mad corny, man. Everybody loved Young Dolph, man. The Young Dolph was a cool dude. But how in the world y'all gonna slide for Young Dolph and you ain't slid on one of these white supremacists that did what they did to their people yet? They barely slid for Von. They slid for Dolph. They tore Memphis up. Where are these same Negroes when it comes to turning up the white folk that do what they do? Where are y'all at? Bro, that is mad sad, dude. That is mad sad. You can shut the city of Memphis down. But you won't slide when it comes to these. And the sad part about it is, George Zimmerman, the man that murdered Trayvon Martin, could be right up the street on your block. You wouldn't care. All the police doing what they doing to us, you wouldn't care. You would care less. You care less. Let it be your op. You killing everything and everybody on sight. That's the sad part. Slide for a rapper, but you won't slide for the truth. Sad. I'm about to get off this thing, y'all. Understand unity. Being real. This stuff is just mad obnoxious, man. It's really mad obnoxious. You know, I'm getting retired of keep on having to talk to my people, bro. I'm getting retired of keep on having to talk to Negroes. You feel me? Everybody's getting tired of everybody. Be tired of saying this, bro. People just tired of talking. You feel me? If you can't respect your own ethnicity, don't be surprised when people leave their ethnicity and go to somewhere else. Don't be surprised. People ain't gonna keep dealing with you for forever, bro. You better get it together. You better get it together fast too, because ain't nobody gonna keep dealing with you, fool. Stand with each other one time, man. Be about something and be for something. If you can't do that, don't be surprised when nobody like you. Yeah, I got food at the crib. I'm about to go eat now. So, like I said, I'm gonna get off for y'all. I'm gonna go eat, replenish myself. Hope y'all got something out of this. We'll probably do a live stream tomorrow. Probably not. Don't care. I'll catch y'all later, man. Y'all stay easy. Y'all be good, bro. See y'all.